I Will Advisors. 954-753-8080. 954-753-8080.
Here's how people are learning to make extra money from home at Online Trading Academy. If you have mutual funds or an IRA and you're not happy with what you're making, here's a tip from one of the instructors at Online Trading Academy.
How many of you out there are holding stock right now? You could be using options to sell against that stock to bring in income, like rental income.
Renting stocks you already own? Sure. Learn how it's done at Online Trading Academy.
He had this in his 401k, and he was able to generate $4,000 within 2 or 3 weeks' time, selling a call option on the Schlumberger shares that he'd been sitting on for years.
People are learning how extra money can be made from home with stocks and more, all with limited risk at Online Trading Academy. Reserve a pair of seats for a free half-day class to see how it's done in Broward and Palm Beach. Online Trading Academy. Call now, 561-674-9800, 561-674-9800, 561-674-9800.
Oh, the book lover's heart. It's too healthy for words.
And the nature lover's heart, it flies high with the birds.
But the heart of someone with pulmonary hypertension, often misdiagnosed as asthma, is unbearably stressed and can fail. At the Pulmonary Hypertension Association, we want PH patients to have
a heart that is strong for a life rich and long.
We're putting our heart into finding a cure. Learn more at phassociation.org. That's phassociation.org.
As a doctor, I see patients every day who are losing their vision to age-related macular degeneration, also known as AMD. If you have blurry vision or blind spots, they can be symptoms of AMD, and if untreated, could lead to blindness. The good news, AMD can be managed with effective clinically approved treatments that may reverse some vision loss. For free AMD information, contact the Foundation Fighting Blindness at 1-800-BLINDNESS. That's 1-800-BLINDNESS. There is a cure in sight.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Would you love to deepen your spiritual connection and create a conscious shift in your life? Do you seek answers to the human experience? Welcome to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, a 3-hour safe haven for your questions and spirit's answers to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next 3 hours, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share love and light.
Yes, indeed, I am. I am spiritually speaking to all of you here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 The Talk. And we are connected all the way into Atlanta as well. So I'm going to give a shout out to Atlanta and thank you all for listening. And we're so glad that everyone's here on board to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And this is a new time, a new adventure for us here. We just left another station and we have the opportunity to just pop on into all of you and share time and space. And we are going to be here live from 5 to 8 p.m. And we're going to be talking about some of the spiritual topics that, well, we're faced with on a day-to-day basis. And of course, we're going to be answering your questions, so write this number down wherever you are, 1-888-565-1470. Again, 1-888-565-1470. And we're going to be taking your calls and answering your questions. And we're going to talk to you about what's the most important thing in your life. What's going on with you? What would you like some guidance with in your journey of life? Sometimes we hit a crossroad, or sometimes we don't know where we need to go. And my job, my goal, is to assist you on the path. You see, Spirit and I, we can never tell you exactly what to do, but we can give you the guidance that you need so you can make these, well, free will decisions and think about what your heart is telling you. And I want to take a minute today to talk about your heart and who you are, the essence of you. Did you know that you hold within you this divine essence, this unique energy that defines you? This is the energy that allows you to create. But so often we've been broken down, we've been conditioned, we've had these experiences, those, whoops, when did that happen? How did that happen? Oh my God, I had my heart broken. Oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to handle life. Oh my goodness, I can't afford the bills. Or what about when you're young and you're in that early formative time and you find yourself in this energy of, not accepted, not loved. Perhaps you were bullied in school. Maybe the family was a little, well, interesting. We'll call family interesting. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to go on a daytime talk show. But what happens is that when we're young, we know exactly what we came here to do. We know exactly the journey. We know the importance of who we are and why we are where we are. And we also know what our soul is whispering to us. The soul whispers to you just what you need to do. But somewhere along the line, the journey of life, the conditionings, the you can't do this or don't do this, or you're not good enough, or you're not thin enough, you're not tall enough, you're too short, whatever the storyline is that you were fed, this storyline remains dormant inside. And we hold that within our inner being and we remember. We remember, and then when we're faced with the opportunity to make a choice, make a change, or make a leap of faith, that inner voice, that question inside, am I good enough? Can I do it? Will I be successful? Well, that starts to pop up. Have you ever had that experience? I welcome your phone calls at 1-888-565-1470. And of course, your interaction on Facebook. We are live on Facebook, live on Periscope, and we are connecting to all of you and answering your questions. And together we're navigating life. You know, I sat with Spirit this weekend. We had a big conversation. Do you have that conversation with your guides and your angels? Do you just like dial them up and say, hello, anybody there? I need you. I need your help. Well, what we do is Spirit and I have this little routine. We just kind of walk around the house and I start talking to myself and no one's there, don't worry. Except maybe occasional pet looking at me like, oh, here she is. She's having that special moment. But when I walk around the house and I start to have these conversations, I get these impressions in my mind. You get those too, I'm sure. You get that intuitive moment, that moment where you get that prompting from the guides and the angels. And there I was, just walking around my house saying, okay, we're getting ready. We're making a move. I'm making a jump. I'm going to WWNN, 1470 AM, 95.3 The Talk. I'm all excited. I'm packing my bags after 8 years and a little bit more. Somewhere else, I'm packing my bags, and I've been welcomed here to WWNN. And I was so excited. But then I thought, well, I always wanted to be on air for more than just 2 hours. And I was walking in my house, and I thought, well, let me go to my neighbor's. Time for us to have some dinner together. I have such a great street. I'd give you the address, but then, of course, you'd all come. But my neighbors and I, we hang together, and we do wonderful things. And a lot of times we sit around the dinner table on a Friday night. And it was Friday night, and I was getting ready to walk out the door. And I thought to myself, wow, well, maybe I can go from 5 to 8 p.m. Didn't give it much thought. I just kind of said that out loud, like, well, you never know. Have you had that moment where you said, well, maybe this could happen, and then it happened? Well, guess what? It happened. The phone rang, and they were like, hey, let's do it this way, 5 to 8. And I went, really? And I thought, thank you, universe. I've been saying for a while that I wanted to attract 3 hours, 3 hours of conversations with all of you, 3 hours of connecting and hearing your questions and experiencing life with you. And I must say that over the past 8 years that I have been live on another station, well, we've had wonderful outpouring of phone calls, and we've assisted so many people in navigating what is before them. And what we've come to find is that we all put our shoes on the same way, 1 foot at a time. We all go through similar experiences. No person is really much different than another. It's just the expression of the experience. We all have our ways of learning and our ways of life for us to experience. And we also have our experiences that, well, they're the tough ones. That moment when you really don't know what you're going to do. Or, well, I got a phone call right before the show. Someone called me and said, oh my God, I'm having a meltdown. And I said, why are you having a meltdown? And they explained the circumstance and the storyline. And I was like, oh, did it happen yet? Are we there yet? Are we worrying about that before it happens? And they're kind of like, yeah. And I said, well, then why are we going to worry? Why are we going to put ourselves in that position? Why are we going to put out that frequency, that energy of something that has not happened? Why are we going to be upset? Why are we going to worry that we're not going to make it when we're perfectly fine at this minute? So when you feel that way, then go within yourself and remind yourself that in the moment of now, you're at peace. And in the moment of now, everything you desire is being aligned. And you have to trust the process. Sometimes change is uncomfortable, wouldn't you say? I know that I've had my uncomfortable moments. Change can be a growing experience. And sometimes, well, we just have to have that little moment of panic. But all that really is a waste of energy. You see, when I give my energy out, I want it to be something that's going to attract something better than what I could ever imagine. So to waver, to worry, to create this energy of, oh, goodness, what am I going to do? How am I going to do this? Well, that is only going to complicate the situation. So when I am in this experience and when any of you are there, remember that you have the power. You have the power to create the world as you desire. And I know that things happen to us. Things happen around us. Things get complicated. And sometimes we feel like we're not in control. Well, maybe the boss is just pulling the plug on a gig and you just don't know where you're going from there. Well, that's okay. Maybe you have a relationship and you're not in the driver's seat and you don't know how the other person is feeling and there's not good communication. Well, guess what? You have the opportunity to shift the energy. Be in the moment of now. And in the moment of now, you can find exactly what you desire. In the moment of now, you can create everything. It doesn't matter what another individual's intention is, because you are responsible for your interpretation of the energy and you're responsible for what you're putting out. And if you truly trust that you are being guided by, well, let's say a divine power, supreme energy, then guess what? It's all going to work out. Everything's going to be right on track. Even when we're in those tough moments where we feel like, oh God, the whole world's against me. Have you ever felt that way? I know sometimes we get on our victim boots and we start to go, oh, I'm slipping through the mud. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Everyone's against me. I don't have support. I don't have friends. I don't know what's happening. And we begin to get weighed down by the worry. But if you remember that you're a self-contained being that has all this energy inside to create, and that there are people who have been placed on the planet, people who have been placed right before you, who will come to your assistance. Every time I thought I was in a pickle, and I think I've been in some pickles, somebody has jumped right in and been able to connect with me and help me, or offer me a suggestion, or maybe a great opportunity. There's always an opportunity to make a change, and there's always opportunities for people to assist you. But then there's that wonderful thing called our pride. Sometimes we don't know how to ask for assistance. Sometimes we don't know how to ask for help. And we think that help is a sign of weakness. But no man is an island. Even though we have some energy that's self-contained, that can create, we do need someone else to help us. We do need someone else to be right by our side, guiding us sometimes. We can't do everything alone. And when you stand in the energy, in the opening of the energy, and you say, hey, here I am, universe. Come, put the people in my path that can assist me on the journey. Show me how to go. There will be evidence. There will be something spectacular that's going to come right for us. And I know something spectacular is coming because this year, so many people have been through so many changes. And I have never heard for 2 years in a row so many people say, oh my God, thank God 2015's over. Holy crow, I can't believe 2016 was like the worst year ever. So what do you want to attract? More of what you've had? Let's look at what you've created thus far. How is your 2017 off? Is it going the way you'd like? Well, lucky for us, we've got a few more months to just wrap it all up. So let's create together. Let's utilize our 3 hours together every Wednesday night from 5 to 8 to be the greatest collaborators the universe has ever seen. We have the power. Yes, we have the power to change the world. If we all get together and we create our energy and we manage us, manage our thoughts, manage our emotions, we manage to create a perfected state of being and govern those thoughts and emotions and try not to let those meltdowns get the better of us. Maybe you're in the car right now and the person in front of you, well, they're hitting the brake one too many times. I know on the Florida Turnpike, I had a few people like that. And I was like, in the moment of now, you're getting out of my way. And I didn't allow the frustration to come inside and say, oh my God, seriously, where did you get your driver's license? You know, I'm from New York. And in New York, we were like, oh Lord, get off the road. You know, it would go something like this. Darling, what are you doing? Are you crazy? Get out of my way. I need you to get out. I'm trying to get somewhere. And that's what we would say. But I had to breathe. And I said, all right, they're just in a moment where they're carefree and they're being extra cautious. And I'm going to let my angels and my guides just zip me around so that I don't have to worry. I don't have to be in that energy of, I'm frustrated. Have you been frustrated driving? Well, we get to share drive time every Wednesday from 5 to 8. And I trust that your drive is a safe one and that you're guided. And Archangel Michael is always protecting you. And you know, I trust that when you get home and you get everything settled, that you feel a little calmer. You're a little more gentle. Things are a little more smooth when you approach your dinner table. And you get to share time and space with your family. And for those of you who have something to do when you get out of the car, then I'm going to trust that when you're done and you want to unwind, you're going to turn back on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 The Talk. And you're going to tune in and we're going to wind down together because we've got 3 hours here and we are spiritually speaking with me, Sarah, and I'm grateful for all of you. I welcome your phone calls at 1-888-565-1470. They're telling me the phone lines are getting jammed up, but we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then we're going to go to Facebook and we're going to go to the phone lines. And we are going to be connecting with all of you and answering some of life's day-to-day questions. So stay with us, everyone. Do not go away because you know we're going to be right back.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there. Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of life. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
Yes, indeed. One love. That's where my heart's going to go. And we're all joined together in one love. One big happy family here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And if this is your first time listening to us here on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 The Talk and WWWE in Atlanta 1100 AM, then we welcome you. We welcome you to our family, a family that has been growing. And I do believe we're on, I think, our 397th live show. So we welcome you to this family. It's been 8 years in the making, and we are so happy to have all of you on board with us. And I'm going to go right to the phone lines because my goal tonight, you got it, take as many calls as possible because it is all about you and your questions and how we're going to handle life. And let's see what we've got going on. I'm going to go to Fort Lauderdale, and I've got PJ on the line. PJ, how are you?
Loving the fact that I'm your first.
Yes.
And we've been together for so long, and I really want to bring out there to all your listeners to understand, I've known you since 2004.
Wow,
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
And what I want to share with the people is that the readings that I've gotten with you were so impeccable and breathtaking. For an example, when I had the hard time with my horse, she had this problem, and I could never figure out what it was. I've hired the top vet, chiropractors, the whole 9 yards. Unfortunately, 3 years in her racing, she had to be put down because she foundered. I had a very difficult time. I came to see you about it. And the first thing you did was reach over and was like biting yourself, like this motion. And you're like, your horse is telling me. And you're the only person out of the 3 years of trying to figure out, that gave me the answer that I've always been looking for. And I was like staring at you in awe, like, because I forgot all about it, because that month and a half on the farm was so devastating. Mm-hmm. I forgot all about the times that she was biting herself. And when you pinpointed that, I was just like goosebumps all over my body. And the other times when you told me I would be training a horse, you said, nope, you're going to be training 2 horses. I said, no, I'm not. I'm a jockey. And you said, nope. And 6 months later, a very close friend came to me and was in a desperate situation and said, PJ, I want you to take this horse. And then he said, and I have her sister who's going to come into training 3 months later, and I had those 2 horses for a year. So those are things that, you know, people, I want to understand the amazing and the authenticity of how great you are. And I'm thankful that I'm actually on the same journey with you. So I do hope your listeners are going to reach out and really get a reading with you and understand just how amazing and just how fortunate that we are that we can actually have you at this time.
Well, thank you, PJ. That's so kind of you. And you know what? Now I remember the horse story. You know, sometimes I don't recall what I tell people, but as you're telling me that, I got the goosebumps all over again. Like, oh my God, we got the horse in the building already. It's that feeling of when spirit comes through, when I get that message, it's divine guidance. You know, it's not like I'm talking to a million spirits. It's no woo-woo. It's this sense of knowing. It's this understanding that there's a connectivity that we all have. Every one of us, even when we pray, when we're in those desperate times, we've got that connectivity where we can reach out and grab a hold and hold on to the energy and get some guidance. What we often do, PJ, and you know this to be true, is that we go to our friends and our family, and they're going to give us experiences based on their personal experiences. So, oh my goodness, it sounds like we're back at the barn, yes?
Yeah.
You got all your dogs there.
Okay, guys.
All right. Well, PJ, thank you so much. Is there a question I can answer for you today?
Well, you know, I want to be the first on your show, and we just had an amazing reading, and I'm just overwhelmed with all the information, and it was great. And I don't want to take from that. I just want to share with you at this chilling moment that I'm going through. You know, I think I'm overwhelmed with things that I couldn't speak to you about, which is I've got big projects that are going on. I have a dog that I put a lot of money. I pay $500 a month for his medication. Right. I'm a little overwhelmed with things are too slow for me right now. And I know we had a great reading that this was shifting really fast.
Right.
So if Spirit have a message for me, how I can, you know, what I can do better to just chill when I'm getting ready to feel nervous, that I don't keep recreating?
Great question, because even though we know it's going to be better, maybe we know we have a new job, maybe we know we're making a job change, maybe we just have that sense of trust. We know that we'll always be okay. But then that fear grabs a hold of us. That's false evidence appearing real. And it reaches in and it twists us, and it twists us and twists us, and then we feel as if, oh my God, I don't know if it's really going to be okay. And so what I would suggest you say, PJ, is that in the moment of now, I am in alignment with abundance, and abundance is my birthright. Therefore, I am abundant. In the moment of now, I'm in alignment with abundance, and abundance is my birthright. It's very important that you remind yourself, the human self, the intellectual self, the conditioned emotional self, that fear does not have power unless we give it power. And if we remember who we are, the unique beings that we are, the unique powers that we are, we have the power to attract anything. You may have someone say, hey, PJ, I saw on Facebook that you take in all these animals, and here's a check for X amount of dollars to assist you in taking care of the animals. And then that would take the burden off of your plate, literally, or out of the food bowl, so to speak. So just trust, PJ, that this is going to all fall in order. And that spirits give me very short time. It's a very short time. I'm feeling as if, you know, by September, we've got a plan. September, October, we're rocking and rolling and things. It's just a few weeks away. So hold on tight, and I see a new experience coming for you. And I do feel that there'll be additional work coming for you, and I don't see it at the current place of work. All right?
Yes, perfect. Thank
All
you
right,
so
my
much.
dear. Thank you so much, and thank you. Yes, thank you
I
for
love
your
you.
kind
Thank you.
words. Thank you. Thank you. I love you too.
Okay,
God bless you. Bye. 1-888-565-1470. When these lines come open, I say, come on board and join us. We're going to go to Rose, and Rose is in Orlando, from Fort Lauderdale to Orlando. Hi, Rose. How are you? Rose? All right. So we're not hearing Rose, so I'm going to take a minute. Oh, there you are, Rose.
Hello?
Thank you. Yes, Rose.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm okay, and you?
I'm doing great, Rose. And how can Spirit and I assist you today?
Well, I just I've been going through a lot these past couple weeks, and not sure, how to keep things together. So I just wanted to know if Spirit had a message for me.
One of the things Spirit talks to me about is finances. Yes, the finances are spotty. They're not flowing the way you'd like them to be. And there's still health concerns going on, yes?
Yes.
Okay. And we're trying to balance that out. There's a date for a procedure, yes? Have we set a date for the procedure?
Yeah, it was set last month.
Okay. And so in this procedure, there's also a lot of expenses associated with this procedure, yes?
Yeah, there is.
Okay. So there's a lot of monies that are there, and also Spirit is telling me that you're feeling that, well, that description of what I was saying earlier, that you're alone, that you have to do everything on your own. Does that make sense to you?
Right.
All right. And what is your question for me? Because I'm feeling as if it's you against the world. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
You against the world, and you're feeling that you cannot do it alone.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I'm feeling right now.
All right. Well, Rose, that's temporary. At this minute, you have some choices to make. So let's look around at the people and the relationships that you have around you, and the support that you have, and or the lack of support. And when I look at the lack of support, I go to the primary people in your life. I go to primary partnership. I'm going to relationship. I'm saying that there's not a connectivity. There's not a support for you that you desire. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Rose, the way I see it is that when you're looking at your relationships, we want to look at what is working for you and what is not in the right flow, and make the adjustments so that the changes can come with ease and grace. When I take you out into the timeline, time being an illusion to me into Spirit, but I will say that if I take you into the month of October, I'm feeling a sense of groundedness. I'm feeling additional revenue and work, as if there's another job, another happening coming. And I also see a desire for self-employment, business, and that these ideas have been popping up in your head. Is that also true, Rose?
Yes.
Okay.
That's true.
That dream has not eluded you. It is not as elusive as you believe. It is coming. We just need to formulate a better plan, and also allow ourselves to move forward in the physical realm, trusting that the work that we do on a day-to-day basis will sustain us, and then, well, daydream, fantasize, visualize of what we would love life to be coming into the 2018 year. And as you come into the 2018 year, Rose, say, I am the woman who, and then, of course, fill in the blanks. I'm a woman who has a partnership with someone who's a divine partner. I'm the woman who has business. I am the woman who's abundant. I am the woman who has abundant health, and I am healthy beyond measure. These are the things that we begin to utilize to shift our energy so that we can have all that we want in our life. Begin that plan, and I do see a trip coming for you too. It's a road trip, but there is a trip coming in the next few weeks. Who knows? Maybe you'll be going from Orlando to West Palm Beach to visit me at the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I sincerely hope so.
Me too.
All right, Rose. God bless you. I trust I've been of service to you, and thank you so much for listening to the show. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. 1-888-565-1470. I am going right back to the phone lines, and I'm going to go to El Paso, Texas, and I've got Brianna on the line. Brianna, how are you?
Hi, Miss Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great, Brianna. And how can Spirit and I assist you today?
Well, I was calling you first to tell you thank you for all your insight and your advice. And just, I've been going through a lot recently. Like, I want to say, at least probably the past 2 weeks, just, I just feel like everything's going wrong, and I don't know. I just don't know what to do, and just, it's been real, like, sad and stuff, and I want to see if the Spirit had any message for me.
Yes. Well, the first thing they talk about is broken. You're feeling broken, brokenhearted, yes?
Yes.
All right. And I also see that you're feeling a little bit out of place in residence, like almost like you don't belong where you live, or you're not sure you want to be there. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, ma'am.
There's a discontentment there. And you're looking to make change, but you don't know where to go. Spirit says that in the next 3 months, you're going to have a better idea of where the best placement for you is. But I also feel like we're having trouble getting a good job. There's for work and the balance of study, because you need to study something. Is that true?
Yes. Actually, I went to school for my medical assisting, and I did get my associates, but I haven't gotten a job in that field.
Okay. And there's some additional training that you have to get as well, yes?
Yes,
There's a certificate. There's some additional training. Spirit's telling me she got to go back to school. So there's something else to study. And you haven't found work in the field, but I know they made it sound real easy, right? When they were like, oh, yeah, you're going to be easily hired. Well,
right.
Trust that process, because you're looking at it saying, wow, I graduated with X amount of people, and all these people are looking for work at the same exact time I am. But I want you to look at this moment and say, I can change this because I have the power to create a new opportunity for myself, and I am worthy of it. You know, Brianna, what I'm looking at here is Spirit tells me that you feel like you're not worthy of all the success that you want. Like, you studied, you passed, you did what you had to do, but now you're asking the question, like, can I? Will it work? Can I do this job? And how do I know I'm going to get hired? Well, you walk out the door every day and you say, today's the day that I'm getting hired. I am finding a job that is going to be for my highest good and is going to create the revenue and the success that I desire because I am worthy. That worthiness is so important. And I feel that the heart is broken by people who are close to you, that you don't feel supported by the people who love you. So when you feel that way, remember it's important for you to love yourself first. Self-love is critical in success. Self-love is critical in a relationship with the heavens. It's a very powerful energy. And self-love is very important for creating relationships with people around us. Because if we love and respect ourselves first, then we can attract people who are going to love and honor us for who we are. And there lies the power. Love is the only power that can do anything.
Yeah, I've just been kind of all over the place because if it's not my health, then it's financial. If it's not financial, it's relationships. It's just like I feel all over the place.
All right. And I'm also going to make a suggestion. It's a powerful suggestion. And I do hope that you take this advice. Read the 23rd Psalm 9 times in a row for 9 days straight. This is the power to shift the energy. This energy will shift, and you are stronger than the energy. All right? And if you want to discuss this further, then Brianna, you know, I really welcome your call at the center, at my Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach, and I can do a personal session with you, and we can kind of peel back some of the things that are troubling you that perhaps we cannot discuss on national radio. But I do want you to know that we are here. Visit me at sarahspiritual.com and learn a bit more about what's going on. But you are in alignment with some new discoveries, some new job opportunities, and you've taken to notice that the people around you aren't quite who they said they were. So time to keep the road moving, all right, my dear?
Okay, Miss Sarah, thank you so much for everything.
You're welcome, Brianna. Thank you for following the show and following me and believing in the work that we do at the Expedito Enlightenment Center. And I will send all the angels to surround you in El Paso, Texas. Thank you so much, honey.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day.
You too. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Bye. 1-888-565-1470. And we are going to go right back to the phone lines, and I'm going to go to Calvin. And Calvin, he's in Delray Beach. Calvin, how are you today?
Hello, Sarah. I'm doing better from last week. Thank you.
Great. Good to hear that, Calvin. great to have you on. And thank you for calling in. And Calvin Cates does a lot of work for us at the Expedito Enlightenment Center. Calvin hosts the John of God Crystal Healing Bed in our wonderful healing facility at the center. And I know, Calvin, you're going to be with us at the end of August. Is that correct?
That is correct. I believe August the 25th and 26th. Right. And I look forward to it. I want to congratulate you with your new hours. This is great. I hope people are really tuning in and listen to what Spirit has to tell them through you. It's really wonderful that you're able to go out into the community and really give them some information. And I know Spirit gives you information that talks differently to everybody who's listening. It's just not for one person. It talks to everybody who's listening.
Yes, you know, I find that many of us have the same questions in our head, and some people are just a little bit more brave to pick up that phone. But you know, thank you, Calvin, for your support. I know that you've been doing some spectacular work for us. I think since about 2011, you've been sharing the Crystal Healing Bed, the work of John of God. And Calvin, give us your website so people can know a little bit more about you.
It's calvincates.com. That's CalvinCates.com.
Okay, great, Calvin. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you in August, and God bless you, Calvin.
Thank you, Sarah. Be well.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Bye. 1-888-565-1470. We are here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 The Talk, and we can also be heard in Atlanta, WWWE, and we are here at 1100 AM in Atlanta. So we are all connected all across the board, and we've got people on Facebook, and we've got people on the phone lines, and we are going to go to, let's see, I want to go to Ginger. Ginger's in Royal Palm Beach. Ginger, how are you?
I'm good, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great, Ginger. And how can Spirit and I assist you today?
I've been having some health issues well, all my life, but more recently than ever. It's been pretty bad.
And they're giving you a lot of different medications to try. Is that true?
Yes.
All right, because I'm feeling a lot of medication in the physical body. That's the first thing that they make me aware of, Ginger. Almost like we've got a blend of medications to try to find that balance in the physical body, yes? And I have fatigue, a lot of fatigue, and you're very, very tired. Is this also true?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And I don't believe that you've gone to the correct doctor yet.
I just started a new one, started last week.
And is this more of an integrative medicine doctor? What type of doctor is this?
No, I mean, he's a sports medicine doctor, but deals with all different types of pain, all different types of, migraines, all different types of issues.
Okay. Work with that, but also look at someone who does some more integrative medicine and balance, because we need that flow of the holistic energy as well. When I scan
I do that.
Okay, great.
I do acupuncture as well.
Perfect, because when I scan the body, when I scan your body, I have blockages in the energetic field. So when I go through the body, I've got blockages, and I actually have blockages in the base of the neck. I also have blockages in the shoulder. I'm on the right side of the physical body. I'm also in your digestive tract. That seems sluggish, so there's a blockage there. So there's a lot of aches and pains, and here's the word they give me, inflammation. Yes?
Yeah.
And they actually said it really specifically. They're like, inflammation. I'm like, okay, she's in pain.
Yeah, they're giving me drugs that help the inflammation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's what they're telling me. So there are drugs, but we also want to look at what can we do, what can we put in the physical body to nourish the body, to balance out the body, to align the body.
What can I do? What can I do?
One thing Spirit is telling me is that when you are sitting outside, or, well, it's kind of hot here these days, but when you're sitting in the sun, or you can visualize the light of the sun coming and permeating the top of your head and infusing every cell in your body, literally feel it warming the cells of the body and eradicating and destroying all energies that are of a density, so that we can lift and return the lightness in the physical body. You tend to worry a lot, and you tend to overthink, and you're very, very sensitive. So you hold a lot of the energy inside of all the experiences, and there's an accumulation within your physical body of things that are, well, feeling a little stuck and stagnant and unfulfilled. But I do see, Ginger, that you're going to find a shift in this energetically coming out of the end of the year. There's a balance between medicine and holistic energy, and I am going to suggest that you pop by the Expedito Enlightenment Center when Calvin Cates is there and go on the crystal healing bed and allow that to align some of the energies for you as well. It connects with the work of John of God, and John of God has done some fabulous work in Brazil. Many people have traveled from far and wide to be healed in that Casa Dom Ignacio, so it might benefit you greatly.
I missed that last part. I should go to the Exposito, is what you said. I'm driving. I'm
that's
sorry.
fine. Go to the center. Go to the center
Okay.
and schedule a session with Calvin Cates, who was just calling in a few minutes ago for the John of God work. All right? All right. Well,
Okay.
thank you
All
for
right.
sharing your drive time with me. I'm really honored and grateful. And keep us posted, and we will see you soon.
One
Yes.
more question
Yes.
there. I should continue doing the acupuncture because I stopped it for the last week and a half after I went to the doctor because I didn't want it to interfere with what he was doing.
Well, acupuncture is never going to interfere. It's always going to keep the meridians flowing and the energy free. All right?
Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. God bless you. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. And I think we've got some people on Facebook, so we're going to pop on over to Facebook and see. We've got Carolina Garcia, and her brother wants a message. And okay, your brother, what I'm seeing with your brother is I'm seeing he's got some work coming. Gustavo Garcia, he's got some work coming. I actually feel that your brother has a very entrepreneurial spirit, Carolina, and he wants to study a little bit more and perfect something, and then he wants to have his own business. And I do see travel. I see connectivity for you and your brother. Your brother is going to be a very successful business entrepreneur in a very short time. He's ramping up, and he's going to have additional abundance to support that business. I see someone making an investment or putting some money in for him. So go ahead and tell Gustavo his message. And thank you, Carolina, for your Facebook message and your question here live on Facebook. 1-888-565-1470 is the number to get in, and we're going to go right back to Facebook and answer some more questions. And those of you who are in your car driving, then pick up the phone and share time and space with us. And we've got Vanessa, and Vanessa wants to know about her dreams. And I was in your dreams. Well, Vanessa, you know, you're the fourth person who told me that this week I was in their dreams. Apparently I get around. And there's also a message that I have for you, because Vanessa, I'm seeing that it's a time for you to grow spiritually, and that you've had a lot of spiritual openings, a lot of spiritual awakenings, and you're learning to discern and put inside of you all of the understanding of who you are as a spiritual being. And you're having some more deja vu moments. You're remembering some past lives and experiences. And it's time for you to expand and to excel. And it would be a wonderful idea. I think I have a couple of spots left. If you were able to participate in my mediumship program that is beginning tomorrow night, and that is going to be on Thursday nights, you can visit sarahspiritual.com and open up your gifts a bit more. I do feel that there's a time for you to make changes in your work, as well as opening up the spirituality a bit more. Thank you so much, Vanessa, for your Facebook question. And thank you for having me visit you in your dreams. I just love when I just pop around. You know, Spirit and I, we just go everywhere. You know, we're going to go right back to the phone lines, and I'm going to go to Cindy. And Cindy, she's in West Palm Beach. Cindy, how are you tonight? Cindy?
Hello. Hi, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great, Cindy. And how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
Well, I think I would like to know what's going on with my, I guess, I haven't been well in my body, and I've been to many doctors, and they've taken some different tests and things, and some of the readouts seem to be okay, and some of them aren't, and I sure don't feel very good, you know?
You know,
so I just thought I would see if Spirit had something to say, or...
Absolutely. And when I go to the levels, and remembering, Cindy, that I'm not a doctor, so I cannot give you medical advice, but I can get some guidance from Spirit, and sometimes Spirit is so spot on something specific that we can look into. And they have explored the thyroid area, yes?
No, they haven't, actually.
All right. Sometimes there's an imbalance in the thyroid, and there's a level, everyone, from what I've come to understand, there's a level where we can be what's considered the normal range. But for some of us, some of the other numbers associated with that normal range, it's not just the one test. There's multiple tests that we can take because your digestive system seems sluggish, your physical body seems sluggish. I actually feel like your liver's working extra hard. I'm feeling as if you're holding a lot of energy and hurt and pain and resentment from this lifetime and many other lifetimes. It's as if life hasn't given you what you thought you would. And I'm not saying this is a conscious thought. I understand that you focus on positive things, but there's a sense of feeling beaten down a bit, and it's all caught up to you all at once. And I also want you to have something checked in your house. I want you to check, they're showing me some mold or something. Check to make sure that there's no mold or something in the environment. They're saying something environmental, which is exacerbating some of the things that are going on in the physical structure. So take a look around and see, perhaps you can have someone come and examine where you're currently living. It could be something going on in the air conditioning unit, and you don't understand that it's there, and it's in a teeny corner, and it's easily cleaned up. So take a look and see, because there's a few things going on simultaneously. But one seems to have a feel of environmental. The other one has to do with balancing in the hormones. Something's out of whack. And then there's a sluggishness in the digestive system, and the digestive system makes me feel as if the flora in the bacteria in the gut is not doing well. Does this make sense to you?
Yes.
All right.
I believe you're right on, because this is what's happening here.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that Spirit's... Thank God I keep Spirit around, I'll tell you, because I would be lost. I'd be like, I don't know, let me see. So Spirit is very much with you. I will ask that you talk to Archangel Raphael, the healing angel, for him to assist you and guide you through some healing processes. And then look for guidance. Ask that the angels, your guides, your loved ones on the other side, ask them to put you in the hands of the right doctor, the right experience, and investigate the environment around you. Let's see what might be toxic to cause some additional problems, my dear, all right?
Okay, thank you.
All right, Cindy, thank you so much for calling into the show, and thank you for following me over here to WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 The Talk. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, I do too. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you. Bye. And we're going to go right back to the phone lines. And I'm going to go to Carol. And Carol, she's in Pompano. Carol, how are you tonight?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great, Carol. And is this your first time calling into the show?
Yes.
Well, welcome, Carol. Welcome. How did you hear about the show?
I was listening to you on the radio.
Well, great. I appreciate that. Were you driving? Or are you in your house? Where are you?
I'm driving right now.
Well, thank you. Thank you for... Well, guess what? I'm driving with you. We're in the car. We're on the road again. So, Carol, how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
There's several items going on. Okay. My son, my mom. My son, there's autoimmune disease in the family, and trying to make a decision on whether it's the right decision to vaccinate him with an MMR. It affects a lot of other decisions. He's got all his other vaccines, but the MMR is the one that I've held off on, and I just feel torn about what I'm going to do or what's the right decision for him.
Right, and it's a very personal decision. So we're going to take one question at a time, because I really just have a few minutes before we go off air for our first hour and get ready for our second hour. So we're going to go to commercial break. But what's your son's birthday, please?
June 12th.
And the year?
2008.
Okay. Spirit is saying that this vaccine is important, though. Yes, it is a requirement for something, yes?
Correct. Well, it's not, right now, he's not required to have it because I got an exemption for him.
Right, January. Spirit's telling me by January something, we're out of time. We're going to have it in the 2018 year.
Okay.
All right. Spirit says hold off, because it's almost like we're opening a Pandora's box, and you have so many things that you've got to handle within his health conditions. And Spirit says that we have to align ourselves with some better advice medically, so that we can make some better choices for this autoimmune disease. Because does he get itches and rashes too? Because my skin feels very tight and tingly.
He's gone through a couple of illnesses. I'm the one actually with autoimmune disease, and I have family with autoimmune disease. He seems to have gotten away with it, or maybe not. I'm not sure, but I know obviously genetically he might be susceptible to autoimmune.
All right, but you get a lot of rashes and hives and things, or you have allergies? Yes, because I'm feeling very itchy. So when I'm speaking to you, I'm feeling very itchy. My skin's feeling like kind of creepy crawly. You'll have to make some dietary choices a little differently, and environmentally, you would be another one. I'd say there's a lot of things that are impacting you and exacerbating this experience. What I would say to you is this. You are local. You are in Pompano. You and I have never had an opportunity to sit for a session, but we could do a personal session at the Expedito Enlightenment Center or by phone and Skype, and we can go to sarahspiritual.com. Carol, I know you've got quite a few things going on. Your son will be fine. The extension is good for him. It's good to hold off a little bit longer, as long as you can. He has done well, and he's going to continue to do well. Do not put upon him the energy and the fear that this is a family condition, therefore everyone must have it. Cease that thought process and that vibration that you're sending out into the frequencies around you, and that will make a shift. And for you, I feel that we have some additional medical advice that you need to seek so that you can control this autoimmune disease a little bit better and establish a little bit more of a comfortable living. I sincerely hope in these brief few minutes, Carol, I have been of some assistance to you, and I welcome you to our family of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. God bless you, and thank you for driving with me. Bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. We've got people leaving us messages on Facebook, and we're going to answer your questions. And we've got people on the phone lines. We've got Indiana. We've got Jacksonville. We've got Oakland Park. We are in Atlanta at 1100 a.m. We are on 1470 a.m. on WWNN, 1470 a.m. and 95.3 The Talk. And we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then we're going to come right back because we have 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours together of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah and all of you. So stay with us, everyone. Don't go away, because we're going to be right back.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and Periscope. The phone lines are open 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
Talk health, talk wealth, talk politics, talk 1470 and 95.3 FM, WNN. Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM, W237BD Boca Raton. The Health and Wealth Radio Network. Now you can get Talk 1470 WNN on 95.3 FM too. Loud and clear. Health and Wealth Radio, WNN.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the second hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. Another interactive hour of uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share the love and light.
Yes, indeed, I am that I am, and I am everything in the world, and so are you. You can do anything you set your intention upon. Focus your intention, and let's create. We are in our second hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah here live on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 FM, and we're heard live in Atlanta at 1100 AM WWWE. So we welcome you all to our family of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, and yes, indeed, we jumped. We made a change, and now we're all hanging out together every Wednesday night from 5 to 8 p.m., just all of us, and we're in the car together. We're driving, and we're answering life's questions. So if you have a question about your life, something you want to navigate, something you need some guidance with, then call us at 1-888-565-1470. I know the phone lines might be a little busy. That's okay. Busy's good. Just keep trying. Just hit redial. Matter of fact, you might want to put Sarah Spiritual on speed dial. There's a rumor that says that they start calling long before the show starts. So join us and join the conversation. And I'm going to go to Carol, and Carol is in Jacksonville. And Carol, come on board. Carol, welcome.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Carol. And how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
I have a couple of questions and answers I need things to. Okay, first with my finances, why is it when I get ahead a little bit and just gets, then it come back and everything go backwards and everything go away? It's like I can't catch up. I can't, do anything to solve my financial difficulties. And then
well, we're going to pause.
I need to get a home. Huh?
Well, we got to pause. Let's take a breath. Just breathe.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, 30 seconds or less. Let's talk about the finances. So what I'm hearing, and what I'm hearing from Spirit is that you gather, you save, like a little squirrel. You got like a little can with some money in it. It's like a little nut house over there. And you gather in all your squirrel money, but then something happens. Something breaks. We got to fix something. And then you're like, oh, God, here I go again. And it's feeling like this 1 step forward, 6 steps back. Now we go up 5 steps. You're like, well, I got a little further. It's like we're doing the cha-cha, cha-cha-cha. And you're not feeling that. And life has become very expensive. And I think everyone living in the United States and probably across the world, we realize that expenses have gone up. And it's becoming difficult to manage and live the lifestyle that we desire. But I also see that you're working tiresome and tediously. Things are not working well for you financially to gather what you need for work, for career. There's nothing really coming in that can truly sustain you the way you need to be sustained. So it's really more of a New York City sidewalk shell game that I see. You're just moving the money from one place to another. And as long as nobody really sees that it's not really there, but it's just moved from one to another, everything's good. But you can't move your hands quickly enough to kind of like push away the sense of poverty and lack. So I'm going to go to you and I'm going to ask a real important question here. Carol, when you were growing up, did your parents say things such as money doesn't grow on trees?
Yep, I heard that.
Yep, I heard that. And you've got to work hard to get somewhere, right?
Yep, and I did that.
And you did that.
A lot.
All right, so we're going to shift this energy. Are you ready to shift it? Because first it becomes a belief. We have to look at the beliefs because we can work as hard as we want to work. But if we don't believe that we're going to get ahead, if we don't believe it's possible, if we believe that we are worthy of more abundance, then we can attract it with more ease and grace. We still have to put the time in or some direction of energy. I don't want to use the word effort because, God, effort makes me feel like I've got to work really hard. So in the moment of now, say with me, in the moment of now.
In the moment of now.
All my desires.
All my desires.
Come with ease and grace.
Come with ease and grace.
I am worthy.
I am worthy.
I am grateful.
I am grateful.
I am the creator of all that I desire.
I am the creator of all I desire.
Because a divine spark is within me.
Because a divine spark is within me.
And I am always connected to the heavens.
And I am always connected to the heavens. I pray enough.
You pray enough, and I see that. And Archangel Michael's with you as well, and he's the angel of protection. And I'm also seeing here that you've had to do a lot of things on your own, yes? And there's a song that Spirit's singing in my head, nobody knows the troubles I've seen. Nobody knows the troubles I've seen, right? And you've got this very heavy sense of energy. But then I also hear another song. And this song makes me think that someone in your family might have sung this or been in church in more of a gospel kind of energy. And there's that song of Amazing Grace.
All the time.
How sweet the sound. So I've got that energy all around you. And they make me aware that there are people who have since left this earth and have crossed over. And these are the people who are holding that spot of energy, that prayerful song, that harmony of the angels around you. And what I'm seeing is that you feel as if you're beaten down and you're alone. And that even when it comes to family, children, partnerships, no one seems to be like, hey, let me lend a hand, right? It's become very, very difficult for you. But I do see that there's an idea of some work you can do on the side because you are very ingenious and you're also very, well, frugal. And I invite you to release the being frugal and just say that you are aware of the abundance and you use it wisely in the knowing that there's always more to come. You see, you're afraid that if you spend what you have, that you don't know where more is going to come. You don't know how it's going to get to you. Because there's not a money tree in the backyard. So, Carol, are you ready? And everyone listening in your cars, or no matter where you are, I don't care who you're sitting with, I want you to say, I have a money tree in my backyard. Ready, everyone? I have a money tree
in
my backyard. All right? And money comes to me with ease and grace.
And money comes to me with ease and grace.
And I am abundant beyond measure.
And I am abundant beyond measure.
Okay, therefore it's done. You see, when we speak these words, we put it into the energetic field. Now, Carol, I know that you feel like you're in a circle of madness. So what is your secondary question connected to all of this?
Okay, my sons, they were working, and they were trying to help out the best they could. And the youngest one, he got hurt on a job.
Mm-hmm.
And no one knows what happened, and no one can tell me what happened. And I'm trying to, I want to see could I sue the company, but no one know anything, and no one's talking. So,
right.
And I want to know if he's going to be okay, because he's still, going through some problems.
Well, when you first started to talk to me, I wrote the word son down here on my paper, because the son is really a concern here, because the son has really hurt himself. This is true, yes? And it's going to impact his work. And it's almost at this moment in time, he cannot work doing his job. Is that true?
No, he can't do anything about now.
He can't do anything. Yes, he can't work doing his job. So what I'm looking at here is that somebody wasn't paying attention. Somebody wasn't paying attention. So we need to look and see who else was there and see if you can get a straight story. But, there probably is a little bit more to the story than meets the eye, and you are the mother,
I tried that, and no one would talk. I went out there.
Yeah, nobody wants to talk. Yeah. No, because that's going to be admitting guilt, yes?
Yeah, then I got an attorney, and he was saying, if no one seen anything, he said he couldn't help me. So I was trying to find out, if he got the records or the stuff, and he haven't called me back yet to see did he.
Well, is your son on Workman? Is your son on Workman Comp now?
Yes, he's on Workman Comp now. Yeah, but
all right.
That's for a couple of months. But what's going to happen after that?
All right, but you know what? We're in the moment of now. You're 6 weeks ahead of yourself. What's going to happen is you're going to trust that something's going to fall in divine order so that this works itself out perfectly. Don't go racing to the finish line when you didn't even start the race, girl. Good Lord. You are racing down the land of worry. Knock it off. This is an opportunity for you to really learn to trust and believe and invite divine healing so that radiance of energy can come. And are you having problems with your knee? They're going to the hip, to the knee, to the hip, to the knee. You're having problems with your knee? Is that with you?
Oh, yeah, that's me.
That's you.
I've been, that's me.
Yes, because I feel like we don't feel supported. We don't feel supported emotionally and physically, and that the legs are having trouble holding you up right now, and that you're compensating. So we've misaligned everything. So it's for you to work on healing you and trust that everything's going to fall in divine order. I do see you attracting more revenue into the household. I do see that there's more work coming for your sons, and this is going to assist you in the house and the moving that you want to do, because you want to move, yes?
Yes, I'm trying. I want my own home. I'm trying to.
You're going to get there.
We don't have to move anymore.
In the year of 2018, we are going to get there. Right now, we are on cleanup. But more importantly, we're cleaning up our beliefs, our conditioned belief from our existence, and remembering that we're abundant and money comes when you least, absolutely, positively least expect it. So stay holding that vision, my dear. All right?
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Then patience. Be of courage and know that God is God, right? So thank you so much for calling. And is this your first time calling into the show?
Yes, it is. I've been with you a long time when I was in Miami. I was coming back and forth when Jackie was there. I was coming to your functions on the weekend.
Oh, great. Well, we're going to probably be having our St. Michael party, our Archangel Michael celebration at the end of September. So follow me on Facebook. Go to Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and follow the page and follow the prompting. And we are glad to reconnect with you. Thank you.
Yeah. So there's nothing else to do. Just keep praying and doing what I'm doing. Just
doing what you're doing. Doing what you're doing, because patience will pay off, all right? And work on the belief barrier. Thank you so much, Carol. Thank you for connecting with us. All right. Thank you. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye. 1-888-565-1470 is the number to get you in right here live on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And I'm going to go to Margaret. And Margaret, welcome. You are on live with Sarah Spiritual. Margaret, how are you today? Whoop, we seem to have lost Margaret. All right, so we are going to go to Tennessee. Let's go to Tennessee.
Hello.
Oh, we have Margaret. Oh, Margaret, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you? I'm sorry.
Oh, that's quite all right, Margaret. And how can Spirit and I assist you today?
Well, I'm calling about my son. He's been going through a pretty rough time right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering if that was going to be resolved anytime soon.
All right, I'm seeing paperwork. There's some paperwork around him, yes?
Yes, there is, actually.
Yes. Okay, like official papers. We're not talking like, toilet paper here. I'm talking papers, right?
Right, he was supposed to take it somewhere, yes.
Yes, okay. I'm seeing these papers. This has been a very rough haul for him, yes? And the past 3 months have been, Spirit says, complicated, but really 2017 has been complicated for your son, yes?
Yes.
Okay. What is your son's birthday, please? Can I have his birthday?
1486.
Okay. All right. But when he submits these papers and he works with these papers, I'm seeing resistance on the other side. Yes? There's a little bit of a battle or back and forth going on with these papers, please?
Well, maybe, yeah.
I'm seeing it's not quite a slam dunk. Maybe he needs to follow through on something, cross a T, dot an I, but I am seeing that there's a little hiccup in the process, in the processes that are associated with these papers, okay?
Right.
But he will be clearing this up in the month of November.
It's going to take that long? Oh, my God.
Yeah, there's some back and forth for all this to be finalized.
So he's not going to see any resolution in his problems tied to this stuff until November, probably?
Yeah, for it to be completely sealed up, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now, he's waiting for someone to make a decision for him, yes?
Well, he's supposed to be going to an appointment to get some help. So.
Okay. So he's going to go to the appointment, he's going to get the help, and then there's some back and forth that has to happen, yes?
I would suspect so, yeah. But
and it's going to take a little time. You know what? We are in August already.
Yeah.
So it's going to take a couple of months, but I see him free in November. I don't feel like he's weighed down with this.
Okay.
All right. Sometimes your son doesn't think before he acts. You know this, yes?
Oh, yeah. That's pretty true.
Yes. Yeah, it's one of his more special moments.
Yeah.
But it is going to work out for him. There's going to be an agreement, an arrangement. Something's going to be resolved, and it will work out for him. All right, my dear?
Okay. The other thing I wanted to thank you about is I guess it was a year or two ago, I asked you if I'd last until my retirement. I'm on my last leg. I'll retire in July of next year. So thank you.
Oh, you're making it, girl. You're making it. You're a tough bird, I'll tell you, Margaret. Okay. And thank you so much. And where are you calling from, if I can ask?
I'm calling from Cocoa in Florida.
Okay, Margaret. Well, thank you for following the show, and thank you for that validation and confirmation. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. God bless you. Keep me posted. Bye.
Okay, bye.
1-888-565-1470 is the number to connect with us, and we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then we're going to pop back. Keep those questions coming on Facebook. We're going to go on Facebook, and if you're on hold, just stay there because we're going to come right back for your call. And if you haven't picked up the phone and joined us while you're in your car, call us at 1-888-565-1470. We are Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. That would be me and Spirit. So stay with me. Don't go away, because we're going to be right back.
Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956. or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of life. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
And we are back here live on WNN 1470 AM 95.3 The Talk and WWWE in 1100 AM in Atlanta. And we're going to go to West Palm Beach, and I have someone by the name of Gerardi. Gerardi, you're on live with Sarah Spiritual.
Hello.
Hello, my dear. And how can Spirit and I assist you today?
I have a few questions.
All
I think my first question, which is the biggest question that I want to ask, is about my business.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you pause for a minute. Let me just connect with Spirit because I want to see what we've got going on, because the first thing they talk to me about is changing direction. We need to revamp something. There's something that's not working right, and we need to take a look at it differently and try a different approach. Does this make sense to you, my dear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Very, very important. Spirit says that you talk a lot. I'm sorry. That's just what they tell me. And you share a lot with people, but sometimes we need to get the opinion of people that really know what they're talking about. And I feel like people are trying to influence you. Oh no, go here, do this, do that. Your energy is very scattered. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And you're all over the place. Yet you talk about centering, you talk about spirituality. You are a very spiritual being. Is this also true?
Okay.
Yes. You're very centered, you're very spiritual, but you're being pulled in a million directions. Yes?
Yes.
All right. So what is the question about the changes that are necessary to raise the business and sustain the business as opposed to the dwindling that I'm seeing?
Mm-hmm. I feel like the doors haven't opened up for us yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to ask if it's like, I always feel, it's the doors are supposed to come up because we have such a unique, such a different product and such a small niche product that is really very creative. And I guess my question is, well, you answered kind of my question because,
there's
we
a
have
different
to revamp it.
Revamp it. There's a different marketing strategy. You do not have the right target market, even though it's very niche. We have to identify the niche, but we also need to make it appeal to beyond the niche. Because, sales come in numbers. It's a numbers game. And it's also word of mouth. And the campaign that I see that's supporting the products, more than one product. Yes, there's a collection of products associated with the one main product. This is what Spirit tells me. I don't know your company, but this is what they're telling me. So this needs a little bit of a revamp in how we market the strategy of the product and the complementary products that go along with it. And it has the possibility to revolutionize some things for people. Is that true? It's a revolutionary type idea, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you believe very passionately. And the product was born between you and someone else. Yes, it's collaboration. Yes, you and a husband, you and a partner.
My sister.
Your sister. Yes, it's a partnership here, I see. But it's got a blood connection, a family connection. And in this connection, it's something that you're very, very passionate about. But we haven't reached the right marketplace and you haven't exposed yourself to the right target audience yet. And it's all about how people experience the product and they talk about it. So let's take this show, for example, if we may. So in this show, we have people who have been following the show for over 8 years. And it's word of mouth that brings this show together. It is word of mouth that brings the people to my center. Rarely do I even have a chance to advertise. People refer people. And this is how it builds. So you have to build the believers, and the believers will assist you in building it so they all will come. Now, I'm going to fast forward you. I know that you're feeling stuck, you're feeling stagnant. The doors will open. There's some assistance that you need in the manifestation process. You are stuck. You, the person, are stuck. Not the product. You, the person, are stuck. You're holding on to some old beliefs. And I would love the opportunity to have a private session with you and unblock some of those aspects of self that are not allowing you to have the breakthrough. Because I feel that there is a shift and change before the ends of this year, this 2017 year. And when I look in this 2017 year, they take me into the month of November and they go, bam, there's an explosion, there's a shift, there's a change. We need to ramp you up so that you're ready to sustain it and that your own fear of, well, why aren't the doors open? Why can't it happen? Even though you have belief in the product, we need to shift you and your energy and the communication with the people around you, because I don't feel that you have all the support of the right people that are promoting the product. You and your sister are fine. It's everything else on the outside. And I'd love an opportunity to strategize with you. And what is your follow-up question for this for me, please?
The second question is about my marriage.
Okay. And the birthday of the partner in the marriage?
May 30th, 1977.
Okay. So I'm seeing disconnection, misalignment, miscommunications. The flow is not there. We're not in a jive. Is that true? Okay. But the marriage is, there's a lack of authenticity right now. It's like people are holding back. You're holding back your truth. Is this true?
Yes.
Your throat, you're not speaking everything you need to speak, yes? Okay. So there's a communication that needs to open up in this marriage so that this marriage can make the decision whether we choose to stay or we choose to part. This is a free will choice. But I also see an individual who doesn't believe that he's wrong. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Did you get the memo? He's never wrong. According to him, he's never wrong. Okay.
Yes.
Shh, don't tell the others. He's never wrong. Okay. And he doesn't like to bend. And he's very smart, so he thinks he knows it all.
Mm-hmm.
And when you don't listen, he feels like you're being some foolish little girl. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But it's not that there's not a connection of love. It's just the personalities are at a conflict. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
So I ask you the question. Do you love the individual?
I am not sure.
All right. So this is where we need to go. See, I asked the question because we need to know what we feel. And if we feel love, then with love, we can do anything.
Mm-hmm. I know.
All right? It's a free will choice, my dear. But you, with this as well, will know by the end of the year. It is not for you to conquer all of life's issues all at once, because that would be totally overwhelming. Focus on the passion, the desire, this product that's a brainstorm of you and your sister, a divine inspiration. It kind of came to you out of the blue, yes? This is what I see. It's almost like the angels talked to you and said, hey, why don't you do this? Put this product together. It's going to revolutionize things, yes?
Yes.
All right. And so the product is going to do just that. Trust in your knowing that you have everything that you need within yourself to manifest the desired result. The publicity, the world-renowned reputation. This is what I see is possible. But you first have to believe it. And it's almost as if your husband's a little afraid you're going to pass him by. He has his own insecurities. Love yourself first, and the rest will come perfectly, my dear. I trust I've been of service to you for this minute, and I do sincerely hope that you join me and visit me at the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach, since you are somewhere in the West Palm Beach area, and visit me and have a session with me, Sarah Spiritual. I'd love for us to explore this a little better. I trust that I've helped you today.
Yes, you did. Yes,
all right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I
God
really,
bless. All right.
Really appreciate it. Thank
You're
you.
quite welcome. Bye. 1-888-565-1470 will get you into Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, and we are taking all of your phone calls here live, and I'm going to go to Atlanta because I've got Tawana on the line. Tawana, how are you?
Hi, Sarah. I'm good. How are you?
Did you hear the news? You could hear me in Atlanta. If you turn on...
I'm listening to you.
On 1100 a.m., you can hear me?
Yes, I can.
Holy crow. This is so exciting.
I'm so excited and proud of you all at the same time.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Now, you and I met, correct?
Just over the phone. I've been connected to you through my mother.
Yes, yes. And we had a personal session. So spiritually we met, you know. I don't have to... Apparently, I pop around in people's dreams. I don't know if you were listening earlier, but I get around. So I know we've met. I got this long letter from one of my students saying, your presence was in my dreams. I got around this week, I got to tell you. So if you see me walking the streets of Atlanta, just be like, oh, she's two places at once. How did that happen?
Oh, well, I hope I do, for sure.
Well, we're planning a trip. Here. We're planning a trip to come to Atlanta so that we can celebrate our radio experience there. So we'll be doing a wonderful event there in Atlanta. So I just know that we're going. We've got a road trip planned. So, all right,
awesome.
Tawana, what is your question for me?
You know, I know with the questions I really want to ask, I probably need to schedule a session. So today, I just want you to tell me what Spirit has for me, and I'll just listen. Oh,
first of all, they're like, well, honey, that's a gosh darn miracle. She gonna listen. I do declare she's listening. Holy crow. She's in Atlanta and she's gonna listen. Actively listening. Yes, that's a good one. First of all, Tawana, they talked to me about work and the experience of work and the desire to achieve more in work. Is this also true? Yes?
Yes.
All right. And they're talking to me about a work change, some kind of division, some kind of shift in the work. Is that something you're trying to manifest, a different direction in the work? Yes?
Yes.
Yes. I'm so glad you're listening, because now listen up here, girl. Let me tell you what's going to happen next.
Okay,
I see advancement, all right? But I feel that where you are, they can't support that. They don't have the ability to support all of that energy for you. So I see growth coming. So they are a stepping stone. And then you're going to be like Carol Burnett and say, thanks for the memories. And you're going to be gone. And there's going to be a new opportunity that will emerge. Patience is critical. Focus the intention and the direction of the energy, laser-like focus to create that which you want in your career. And then I'm feeling like, oh, they throw a book in front of me. Like, Tawana, is there a thought that you might need to study something as a supplement for what you'd ultimately like to do?
Probably, yes. Yes.
But you
I do have a course coming up.
Okay. There's a course. I have a book. They throw a book in front of me, and I'm like, oh, she don't want to study. Don't procrastinate, honey. Study. Do that.
Okay.
Because there's something wonderful coming for you. We need to get all the tools in the tool belt all organized, and then you'll be fine. All right, my dear?
Okay.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much for listening to me on WWE 1100 AM in Atlanta. Thank you so much, Tawana. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. God bless you.
Thank you. We're going to take a minute to go to Facebook because I know that we have questions on Facebook and we've got some people that are saying hi. So I want to say hi to everyone on Facebook. And we've got Dominique, and Dominique is sending me love from Spain. And wow, Dominique, you're in Spain? I'm in West Palm Beach. I'm in Boca right now, but I was in West Palm Beach a little earlier today. So you're in Spain and nobody took me with them. I don't understand. Well, Dominique, let's see what Spirit has to say. Moving back to Florida. Yes, you're moving back to Florida. I see the move, but they're going to, this is going to take a little longer than you want. Are you ready? 2018. January to March of 2018, Dominique, I see you moving back to Florida. I sincerely hope that you're having a wonderful time in Spain, and I truly want to see you back in sunny Florida. And Spirit says that you are going to come back to Florida somewhere in the energy of January to March. So that's your answer from Spirit, Dominique. Thank you and enjoy Spain. And we've got to go right back to the phone lines. I've got Sherry. And Sherry, well, she's in Tennessee. Sherry, how are you?
We love you, Sarah. We love you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sherry.
I was like, oh, well, you know, I start work on Monday. Yay, yay.
Yay.
What does the Spirit have to tell me? I know about being on time.
Oh, yes. Spirit says, well, yes. First of all, they say, mind your business.
Okay.
And follow the instructions verbatim. There's no creativity in your job task. Is that true?
Yes, right.
That's right. We got to do it. They have a lot of specific rules in this job, yes?
Yes.
And actually, for such a free spirit, they tell me you're a little scared of all this, yes?
Kind of, but I'm adjusting right now.
You're adjusting right now, because in the moment of now, you're aligned with the rules and regulations, yes? Yeah. The creative being, that is you. Huh. You're going to just shake and balance yourself to whatever you have. So I do see success. I know that we have that probationary time that you're on, yes? So take it seriously, that new beginning. This is a great, great opportunity for you, Sherry. This is a stepping stone to create the abundance that you desire so that you can have everything you need, so that you can put the energy in your passion, and your passion would be your music. Is that true?
Yes, ma'am.
And I also see you writing. Have you been writing music yet? You're writing anything?
I have.
Okay, great. So they're showing the pen in the hand, the music, the writing, the creativity is flowing. We are under a little less pressure. So move forward, my dear, with ease and grace. All right?
Thank you, Sarah. I know. I thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate you being there for me all the time.
You're welcome, Sherry. Thank you so much, honey. Thank you for calling. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too. Bye. 1-888-565. That's the number you call to get in here with Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, right here live on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 The Talk. And you can hear us on 1100 AM WWWE in Atlanta. And, well, even though I'm heard in Atlanta, I know we've got people listening in New York City. So I'm going to go to New York City, and I've got Steve on the line. Steve, how are you tonight?
I am actually pretty good, Sarah. How's it going?
I'm doing great, Steve. And how can Spirit and I assist you today?
Well, I wonder what's coming up. I had a while of no activity, and not a lot of auditions came. Now auditions are coming in.
Right.
And I did a great audition for a major project last week.
Wonderful. Well, you did a great audition. As a matter of fact, I'm seeing 3 big auditions coming. I see 3 activities coming, actually. So I'm seeing 3 productions. And this big audition is a part of a major production, something big, yes?
It's a series.
Okay. That's a big production to me. All right? I'm from New York. I'm going to tell you that sounds like a big production.
Well, me too.
And I'm feeling like this wonderful production gives you an opportunity for a callback. And did they have you read 2 roles or 2 different takes on it, please?
Well, there were 2 scenes.
Okay,
And
I have the number
really
2. Yep. Mm-hmm.
What was really funny is that 2 of the other guys, there were like 5 of us in the room when I was there. I don't know how many people they saw all day. But 2 of the guys didn't even know there was a second scene. They forgot to read the last 3 pages.
Oh.
So I had overnight to prepare. These guys had 5 minutes.
Oh, great. And so I see here that you did well. I do see that you did well. It's not just your imagination. All right? You did do well. Yeah. And you are very much in the running, Spirit says. So I'm feeling the callback. But I do feel you've got 3 solid gigs coming up in a very short time. Summer's over. It's time to get back to work. And I know that the industry is going to start to pick up. And I also see a commercial or something that seems to be something quick, some little quick role that's going to give you some pocket change.
I love quick.
Yes.
You warned about some health things, but I seem fine, and I've been doing really strenuous activities, and I seem, like doing martial arts classes and stuff like that, and I seem fine.
All right.
Maybe the warning was enough to offset it.
Well, hold the vision of perfect health, and let's continue to hold that vision. Sometimes we see the energy, and the energy has the power to dissipate if we have the power to see ourselves healthy. Yes?
Will I break through on TV this year, or would it be something I'll be able to do?
You will be able to do it, but the 2018 seems to have a little bit more push in the land of TV for you. But I do see something on stage this year. Is there something that you're considering for stage or that you're aware of?
No, actually. I mean, I was offered something last year, but that seemed to go away, which is all right. But we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. But I do see some changes coming to you, Steve. And if I end up coming to New York City, I will definitely let you know, all right?
Please, I can't wait to see you.
Yes, thank you so much, Steve, for calling. Thank you.
Have a beautiful night, Sarah.
You too. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And if you haven't picked up the phone to join us, then join us at 1-888-565-1470 and join the conversation here. Let's see what questions we can answer. And for those of you on Facebook, we would love to answer your questions as well. So keep the questions coming. Stay with us, everyone. Don't go away, because we're going to be right back.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your song? Because you know that you know me.
Have you you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there. Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of life. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide, 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your song? Because you know that you know me.
Yes, indeed. Do you know me? Because I know you. We journeyed to this lifetime, this experience. Yes, we signed up for this madness. All of us, all together. And I'm so glad that we are here together. And I'm going to go right back to the phone lines. And I've got to go to Lisa. She is in Boca. Lisa, how are you? Lisa?
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Congratulations on your next step.
Thank you so much, Lisa. Thank you so much for sharing with us. I'm glad to have you connected with us. Thank you.
Yeah, I was with you when you were at 1 hour. I was with you when you were at 2 hours. I had to call in to 3 hours.
You have to, absolutely. Thank you so much. It's been a long journey, right? We've had quite a ride.
We definitely have, and I couldn't have asked to ride it with a better mentor than you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. And, you know, you have such wonderful children. They're just wonderful people. They really are.
They are, and they love you, and you've helped guide all of us, and we all appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you, Lisa. Do you have a question for me tonight?
I do.
Yes.
I do. I'm really close to a situation. So I see the universe opening up doors that I've worked really hard to open.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still at that regular job.
Yes. But there's a teaching gig for you. Yes, you want to teach, you want to mentor yourself, yes?
Yeah, Yeah, it's a little bit more than that. It's a bit more business, I feel.
Okay.
Going by myself than working for somebody.
Oh, yes. No, I don't see you working for someone. I see you out in the forefront. I see you as a way shower, as a voice, as someone who's a mentor, who's leading the people. And I'm also seeing, is there another book that you want to write, Lisa?
No, I got asked to write an article for a magazine.
Okay. I'm seeing that coming soon, yes?
I do. I write it, and then I put it down, and I write it, and I put it down, and I there's something stopping me. It's inner security, I think, putting too much of me into it, and need to take me out of it. I think I just answered my own question there.
Yes. But you know what?
I wanted to know,
you are aligned to write this. You are in perfect alignment to write this, so be in that energy, my dear, okay? Trust that.
Yes. But do you see me staying here?
Or moving to Colorado?
I'm going in 3 weeks.
Well, I'm seeing Colorado all around you. Is that where you're going?
I'm going to go see the kids. Their father just passed away. So I'm going to go see them, and I'm thinking about going to certain places there for employment, for business.
I do see that. Yes.
You do see it?
Yes. Yes.
I just want to make sure I'm making the right decision here.
You are making the right decision because you're fragmented here, and here has served its purpose for you. It has served its purpose. I see you going to the other side of the country, all right? Maybe Colorado's a starting point. Maybe we go to New Mexico. There'll be more for you, but you need to leave this state because it's done for you. And you're frustrated by some of the experiences that you've had. This is true, yes?
Well, it's testing my spirituality and my, just my higher, it's just toxic. It's just toxic energy, and I can't be a part of it anymore.
Yes. So I see, here, let's pretend we're playing baseball. You're out. You're out. All right. I see you relocating. I see success. I see abundance. And you could be in place as soon as October. So it's a quick turnaround if you choose that.
Very good.
All right, my dear.
That's what I want to hear.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for following the show.
I love you so much. I love you, and I wish you so much success. And thank you for helping everybody in the community that calls in your show.
Thank you. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. And stop by the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I'd love to see you sometime. All right?
I'm trying. I really am.
All right, honey. I'll see you soon. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless. Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470 gets you into Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And I'm going to go to Harriet. And Harriet, she's in Fort Lauderdale. Harriet, how are you this evening?
I'm doing fine, Sarah. I want to contact you from the other day to tell you many thanks. I'm back at work.
Great.
I'm doing my normal duties.
Great. So we've had a turnaround in luck, yes?
Yes, but I don't know what is happening. My papers with them, it seems as if they take me out of the system. They don't write any report. They can't tell me why or what. And my leave wasn't being calculated properly. It has been calculated properly now.
Yes.
And for the time I'm back at work, I'm actually at nearly 40 hours.
Well, they're going to work the glitch out. You know, there's something that happens when I look around your energy and I kind of see things swirling around. There seems to be. Do you ever watch Charlie Brown? Do you know what Charlie Brown is?
The show Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown, the cartoon character Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
Well, he had a little friend called Pigpen, and Pigpen had this swirl of dust all around him. And it seems that right now there's this swirl of dust and energy kind of all around you, and kind of weighing the energy down, like causing this cluster of confusion. And so people are not being able to focus on what they're doing. They're not able to focus on what they're doing. So they are dropping the ball, so to speak. This will get rectified. You will get your hours. Everything will get documented. All the paperwork will get in order. It's going to take a little time. So just be patient and just see it in your mind. Everything falling into order, falling into place quickly and easily. And don't get frustrated. Sometimes you get a little testy, you know.
Yes.
Yes, you do know that, right? Because you get a little uppity there, so can't have that. Focus the energies,
Okay.
keep the energy the same, that demeanor of calmness, that demeanor of peace. You see, when we allow other things to ruffle us, well, then we can't connect to the divine inspiration that lets us do what we want to create. Okay, my dear?
Yes,
All
and Sarah, what has really happened to my badge?
Somebody took it?
My service badge.
Somebody took it.
They cannot find it. And everybody gets theirs and I don't get my own.
I know, somebody took it. They have to do it
So
again.
why did they take it?
Somebody wants to cause trouble, honey. They ain't got nothing else to do.
Okay, one more thing I need to ask you.
Yes, honey.
My daughter's father.
Yes.
You, is he want to come back in my life for good or what?
What is his
He
birthday? What is his birthday, Harriet?
His
Do you know?
birthday in March. I don't remember the exact date. I think it's the 24th of March, but I know it's in March.
Okay. But he's done this dance a couple of times with you, yes?
Yes, I see that he would like for us to have a relationship again because a few years before my mother died, she told me that he's going to come back.
Yes.
Because I didn't talk to him for years. But
I know,
afterward,
but you made things easier for him, Harriet. Okay? You made things easier. So now that he's been away, he realizes that you made a difference. Okay? So what I say to you is this. Give him the energy to return. Give him the energy so that he can be connected to you, but allow him to show you who he is, and don't overcompensate, and give him a chance. And love will find a way. And if he does not have an authentic motive, you're going to know. But Spirit says, be soft around the edges, my dear. Sometimes you're a little tough, so I'd be running scared too.
No, I'm getting soft.
You're getting soft because you've been hanging out with me, but you got to soften up here, chick. All right? All right, Harriet, thank you so much for calling and following the show here on WWNN 1470 AM and 95.3 The Talk. I'm really grateful for you. And
because
thank you so much, honey.
I was glad yesterday when they called me to tell me that the show would be on today at 5 because I've been missing the show.
Well, now you're not missing the show because we are all together.
I go to work, so I make sure set up to listen it.
Well, good. I'll be sitting in the parking lot listening to myself sometimes, too. So thank you so much, Harriet. God bless you, and stay connected with us. Bye.
Yeah.
We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then we're coming back for one more hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, and we are so grateful for all of you sharing time and space with us. Keep your questions coming at 1-888-565-1470. Stay with us, everyone. Don't go away, because you know we're going to be right back.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and Periscope. The phone lines are open 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
Have Have you ever felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Talk here, talk there. Talk 1470 AM and 95.3 FM, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. WNN. Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM, W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network. Talk health, talk wealth, talk politics. Talk 1470 and 95.3 FM, WNN.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the third hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah is presented by the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. For the next hour, listen, call in, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook, and share love and light.
And we are back here live on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 The Talk. And we are connecting to all of you here live on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And I'm so excited to answer your calls and your questions on Facebook. So keep your questions coming. But for right now, I've got to go right back to the phone lines. And I'm going to go to Nadine. And Nadine, she's in Jacksonville. Nadine, how are you?
Sarah, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great, Nadine. And how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
I don't have a particular question. I just kind of wanted to know, just listen to see what Spirit had to say and just listen.
Okay, great. I like when people just listen. So does Spirit, too. Sometimes we don't spend enough time. And as Tawana in Atlanta was saying earlier, we have to do our active listening. But, you know, Spirit also talks to me about receptivity with you. You have developed a lot of receptivity within self for what you desire to come to you. Does that make sense to you? And you've done a lot of self-work in the past 2 years, yes?
Yes.
Emotional work, yes? Healing work within you. And they also make me aware of a shift and a change having to do with movement of career. It's like you're ready to branch out and do something a little bit more, I want to say on your own or with your own intention behind it. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
All right. And I also feel that you're very good with people and people trust you, they like you, they want to know that they're connected with you, yes?
Yes.
You're the mentor, the teacher, the leader here. And I also want to pick up a pen for you because do you journal? Do you journal, my dear?
I do.
Okay. And so when I pick up the pen for you and I've got this journal here, what I'm made aware of is that There's something big blossoming within. And as we write and we explore self is going to have messages that are going to be of assistance to others. Do you have a blog?
No, I don't. I did years ago, but...
Okay. Something about a blog, because there's some things that you're writing in your journal, in your self-exploration and your envisioning that you're doing, that can be of use to other people. So continue to do the self-work, but eventually there's a blossoming of a writing. And is there an idea, a thought of movement, please? Because I feel like we might move. Is that something in consideration at this moment, please?
Yes.
Okay.
I plan on leaving for 3 months just to help someone out, so...
Okay.
It's temporary move.
It's temporary, but I see it in a short time, or it will be for a short time. But Spirit goes like this to me, short, it's short. So this is coming in a short time, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. And this is something that is part of the generosity and the kindness that is you, yes?
Yes.
You are the most loyal friend that someone could ever have. Do you want to be my friend? Very loyal are you. You're very, very loyal. I do feel that there's a career coming for you that is more your baby, is the word they give me. This is something that begins to come into fruition in the, I can't believe I've got to talk about 2018, but in the 2018 year, we are off and running to the races. There are some shifts and changes that will happen prior to that, and this will bring about the stepping stones to put in place your baby, what you want to put together for yourself. You are here to be of service. You are aware of this. The angels are with you. You have their support. There is no thought, no desire, no envisioning that is of your own total intellect. There is a prompting coming from within. You are receptive to this, and some great things are going to happen, my dear. All right?
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Nadine. Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye.
Thank you. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye. 1-888-565-1470. And I'd like to go to Wellington, and I've got Holly on the line. Holly, how are you?
Great. How are you?
I'm good. I love your name, Holly. It makes me think of deck the halls with boughs of holly. Okay. It'll be Christmas before we know it. So, Miss Holly, how can Spirit and I assist you? You're a very free spirit. My goodness, we need to flow here. And you don't like when things don't flow for you. And you're a visionary here. You've got a visionary quest for yourself. So, Miss Holly, how can Spirit and I assist you today?
Well, I would like to know where you see me in the next 6 months to a year, and then when will I find Prince Charming?
Someday my prince will come. Well, let me tell you, I see it like this. A smoky-filled room, some enchanted evening, you will meet a stranger. Okay. Prince Charming, you're looking for someone to rescue you, eh?
Yeah, waiting for no more toads, no more frogs.
All right, but you didn't leave the glass slipper, my dear. Okay, let's dial back here, because I'm going to take you back to the year of 2000. First they said 8, but then they go 2012. Who were we in a relationship with? I don't really need their name, but there was relationship there in 2012, yes?
Yes.
Okay, and there was a difficulty in that relationship. It was challenging at that time, yes?
Yes.
Was the relationship between 2008 and 2012, or was there a lot going on in love back then?
No, it was during that time.
During that time? Well, thank you. You see, I spy with my little eye. I got you. Okay.
Sure
so
do.
there's some scars, some baggage. So you got some junk in the trunk right now, honey. And we got to heal. We've got some healing to do, because you seem to be attracting people who are emotionally unavailable, not fully present to be receptive for relationship. And so what you want to do is you want to shift how you perceive relationships. You seem to attract people that you have to really do everything for. What's up with that?
No clue.
No clue. Well, what, you're acting like Prince Charming. What you going to rescue them for? I thought you were looking for Prince Charming to rescue you, and next thing I know, you're like, clean up aisle 3, 4, 5. Oh, we got a winner here. Okay. So what you want to look at is, what are the qualities that you're attracting? And then look within self, Holly, and what within self, what within you is attracting that aspect? Because there's something misaligned within self that believes that we cannot have it all, and that we need to, I'm going to use this word, and I don't mean this in a negative connotation, we have to control it. We have to put ourselves in a position where if we have a control, then we can't get surprised. Yes?
Right.
But then in the end, what happens? They surprise you.
Right.
Because they feel that they're not free to be themselves because you have to do everything for them. This is true, yes? That which they loved about you becomes that which they dislike. True. All right. Now, when is he coming? If I put you in the Deck the Halls of Boughs of Holly, I can put you in the year of 2017, but I've got to bring you into the month of November. When I bring you into the month of November, there's a shift and a change. Because energetically, what you're doing is you have been working on something that's important to you for career and life, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a project, a plan, something you're putting together that you're trying to lift up. This is true, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Focus on that first. And then as we continue to build the self-love, the expression of self, the confidence, I have confidence. When we have that confidence, then everything begins to come together and we feel that union and that celebration of self. We attract a higher vibrational mate, someone who is equally yoked, someone who is the preferential partner, not because we need a partner. One must never need a partner. One must prefer to have a partner in one's life. And this preferential relationship is something that can really stand the test of time. We have some healing to do. I would love, Holly, to have the opportunity to work with you. I do a particular work called soul integration, and this is when we take the aspects of self that have been conditioned emotionally to not feel as if we're good enough and that we feel abandoned and we don't feel like we can have a soft, gentle relationship because we feel like someone's going to pull the rug out from under us. This is a learned behavior that I would love the opportunity to shift within you so that we can attract that wonderful Prince Charming who will be there by your side, not because you need him to, but because you both want to be there. You understand, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Did I answer your question? Spirit went off on a roll there, so I almost don't even know where I am anymore.
Yes, and where do you see me in 6 months to a year? Without love, I mean, just in life.
Well,
or with.
The project you're launching, I feel, is going to cause you to move around a bit.
Okay.
I see movement. So you're considering moving?
Yeah.
Okay, I see you moving. I see movement. And the way they show me that, it's kind of interesting, I guess, because we're talking about Prince Charming. I don't know. But I'm seeing horses. So you're going to ride off on your horse. And you are a bit of a free spirit, a bit of a gypsy, as they say. So you need to go out and be free. You need to be free for a while. But you're going to create quite the word they give me is legacy. There's something big that you've got brewing in your head, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, good. Keep that up, and it's going to work out perfectly. And thank you so much, Holly. And I do hope to see you at the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Look me up, sarahspiritual.com. Follow me, Sarah Spiritual, on Facebook, and let's connect in person. I would love to meet you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. God bless you. Bye.
You too. Thanks.
1-888-565-1470. We're going right back to the phone lines, and we've got Dee. And Dee, she's in Wellington. Dee, how are you this evening? Dee? Hello, Miss Dee.
Hi, Sarah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Thank you. And Dee, how can we assist you tonight? Talking about money, eh?
Well, firstly, congrats on your bigger and better move.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dee. I greatly appreciate that.
And I was calling in to see, I start work Monday, and you know my field. And
Yes.
I wanted to see, how do you see it going for me?
Okay.
Stop laughing.
All right. They're talking about a nice little bunch, okay? A diverse bunch, an interesting bunch. You've got a lovely bunch of coconuts coming. Now, it's going to be a good experience for you, but I also feel a very strong desire for you to move. Do you want to move out of Florida?
Well, you know, that's been, my thing for the last, 20 years, but I mean, it's not any stronger now than it has been in the past. I want to move for my job, maybe.
Well, I do see that. I do see that. But this job that you're going to embark upon starting Monday is going to be a decent year But I don't know if you're going to stay at that job, in that title, in that position through the end of this 2018 year. So I feel like when I take you out of 2017, I think I see things shifting and changing for work and career. I see movement and perhaps a slightly different definition of career for you. Something that utilizes more
not
talents.
Getting fired, I hope.
No, you're creating a job. Did I say, darling, you're getting... Trust me, if we were getting fired, you would know about it.
Okay.
No, they asked you back. They want to keep you. You talk a lot, but they want to keep you.
You're scaring me, Sarah.
No, why am I scaring you? Because you actually have an opportunity to make a shift and better yourself?
You know, me and change. But no, if it's bigger and better, I definitely welcome the opportunity. That's what I've been praying for.
Well, okay, you know what? I'm so glad you said that. All right, everybody, listen up. Is everybody listening? We ask for what we want, and then it comes, and we're like, holy crow, it's here. And then we're afraid that what we asked for, we're not going to be able to keep. We're not going to be able to sustain. It's not going to come. This is normal. This is called fear. And fear is a learned condition. So what I say to you, Dee, is lose yourself in the truth of there's something more, there's something better, there's something greater for you, Dee, and that you deserve it and you're worthy. And this is the year of 2017 into 2018, that the financial tide turns once and for all, and you're on strong footing so that finances flow with ease and grace, and that you're abundant beyond measure, and you're having a fulfilled career that fulfills you in all areas of life, and that you can enjoy the aspects of life that you've been looking to enjoy, that also includes relationship, personal relationship, and love. Yes?
Praise the Lord. Everything you just said is exactly what I pray for every day.
And this is exactly what I hear is coming. So don't stop praying now. It's almost here. Do you know most people quit right before they win a race? Most people give up right before the end. So don't quit.
You've been right on the money on many, many things. So I am going to keep praying that prayer and trust the process. And if something better comes along, I'll just trust that's where I'm supposed to be.
Absolutely. Or a different aspect of what you do, a higher paying aspect, a different division of what you do. There's so many ways we can go. And I know you'll say,
do I speak it out, or does it come to me, so to speak?
Well, we always, listen, if I put the blinds down and I don't peek out the window occasionally, I'll never know what's coming. So I would be looking out the window and looking around.
Okay.
But then trust when it comes before you that you'll have a sense of peace and say, yes, this is where I go. Well, I can compare it to this. When they said, hey, do you want to jump? Come on, let's go. WWNN. I'm like, okay, I'm going to jump. And it was a big jump. But I jumped. And here I land. And I get to talk to all of you. All right?
All right, one last question, promise. Do you think I'll finish out the school year in this position that I'm currently in, or will I be in another position at the end of this school year?
It is possible you'll finish it out. It depends on what you create for yourself. But I see opportunities. I see doors opening. We had a caller earlier saying she's not seeing the doors opening. I'm seeing doors opening, but could you at least put your hand on the doorknob?
Yes, I promise you.
All right, great.
Keep the prayers going.
All right, my dear. Thank you so much for your call.
Thanks so much, Sarah.
All
Have
right.
a great night.
You too. God bless you. Bye. 1-888-565-1470. And we're going to go to Atlanta, and we've got Shadi on the line. Shadi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. And is this your first time calling into the show?
No, it's my second. We spoke about 3 weeks ago.
Well, great. Great. Thank you so much for listening in Atlanta. And how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
I have been very aware that I have ascended and that I'm different and I feel amazing and the work I'm doing. And I want to know if Spirit can tell me anything about my ascension and what's going on with me. And I feel amazing. And if there's something that I could do more of, and how can I really capitalize on it? We have the eclipse is coming up, and I'm actually doing something for that with a friend of mine.
Yes,
and just very, very intentional about just living just awesome and powerful and in divine light.
And you know what? You are a powerful being, and I applaud you for recognizing that shift and that change and that vibrational change. And if I take you out of the year of 2016 into 2017, there was a lot of shakeups that got you to this point. This makes sense to you, yes?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
And then when I bring you into this year, I see you doing some work that's assisting other people, mentoring. It's almost like there's a role model position that I see you doing. I see you empowering other people. I see you empowering women. I see children around you. Do you work with children now?
I have. I'm blessed to have two lovely kids around me. My god niece and nephew, and I'm surrounded with women who I find very powerful. But I seem like today, my coworker came over and we just had a powwow, and just talking, just talking empowerment, and just talking. And I find myself in that position, and I would love to have someone like myself for myself.
That's what you're creating. You're birthing in these conversations the experience that's going to be the opportunity for you to be the light in the darkness. You're going to be the way shower. And I see you empowering women and children and assisting other people. And I see you on a platform, a stage, something significant eventually. Yeah. And Spirit tells me that you feel like you want to lead people, and that you feel that your spirit, your words are healing words, that you speak to people's hearts and their hearts hear you and they accept what you say because you speak it with truth and you resonate with people. And this is something that I see is going to be a powerful shift coming out of this 2017. And this is going to open up new opportunities. I see you starting a women's group, a group of people, this circle that we have. I see you building the circle. I see it becoming a platform, a class, a program. I see you launching a networking event. I see quite a bit of public activity coming for you. I see that you're going to make a change in current activity and work and career, because I feel as if you're going to take this show on the road, so to speak, and you're going to do empowerment conferences and something to guide others. Empowerment is not the word I want to use, but it will be an empowering experience.
Inspire. I just want to inspire, like not even want to. It's just inspiration. Like it's what kept me going through. What keeps me going. Inspiration, the powers, the everything.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I also see you writing a book. I see you writing a book. So there's something that needs to be birthed out of you. And I see a whole vibration of fulfilled living coming. And what is happening with you is the minute I started to hear your voice, I heard the songs of the angels and the harmony of the angels. And the angels are with you, and that you commune with the angels on a regular basis. This is true, yes?
I see 5-5 and 3-3 all the time. And I've been like looking for just new blogs on it, and it's just beautiful, like the 5 and yeah, but I feel them. Even while I was on hold, I said, angels, I know you're here, but I know you can, I just felt like how you wouldn't have, my mom wouldn't have come over here and called and you were open, your line was open. And there's always I'm like, I appreciate that divine light and divine guidance to hear it from you. And I appreciate it so much.
Yes, and the angels are with you, because that's the first thing I wrote here on my paper. And they also gave me 2, so I imagine it's those 2 little ones that are around you, and they look up to you and you guide them. And I do see some travel coming for you. So if you ever head south here to West Palm Beach, then Boca, be sure to stop on by and visit me at the Expedito Enlightenment Center. We'd love to meet you in person.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So much.
And thank you so much for calling. And I look forward to connecting with you again here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
Likewise. And congratulations.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye. 1-888-565-1470. And I'm going to go to Jessica. Jessica, she's in Hollywood. Jessica, how are you?
I'm doing well, Sarah. Thank you for answering.
You're
how
welcome.
Are you?
I'm doing great, Jessica. Welcome to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. How can we assist you tonight?
I believe I might have come across a definite love. I wanted to see what Spirit had to say about him.
Can I have a birthday for the him?
7/26.
7/26. Do you have a year for me?
Oh, he just turned 40, so I guess...
oh, you're going to make me do math? Don't make me do that.
That's what I said in my mind.
All right, let me take a look while you're doing that. Let me take a look here.
Thank you.
This is an intense person, yes? He can be very intense?
Yes. But makes me feel so grounded at the same time.
He's deliberate. He's deliberate in everything he does. He's very specific in what he does. He does and says what he means, is what he's telling me. This is what I hear from the Spirit anyway. His energy is very, very charismatic, yes?
Yes.
Very passionate, very intuitive in his own way as well. Is there a connectivity with meditation and yoga around him, please?
I guess he's inspired because I'm a yoga instructor, so he says that he's inspired to be a better man when he's around me. So like I said, I don't know, men like to say certain things just to get our attention, but if it's meaningful, then
I see a good connection here. I see a soul knowing, I see a soul connection. I see that he is very connected to you. It is new, it's new blossoming, so we need to understand the dynamic between and the purpose of the reconnection of the souls, because there's a sense of I've known you before. And this is something that we're going to unfold for the next 2 months, and we'll know a little bit better. He has a little bit of a trust issue from the past, and some of it has to do with some disappointment in love that he has had. And there's something about the number 9. I don't know if it was 9 years ago or it was a 9-year relationship. As you get to know him, that will be a little bit more, that will be revealed for you. Yes? What do you know?
No, it was a 10 years ago, 9 or 10 years ago, and it was a 6-year relationship.
Okay. So whatever went on in that time, in that period, it's still a little heavy in his mind, and there's still some strings and attachments to that experience. Yes? Is there a child with that attachment, please? Or
No, but they create things together.
Okay, so there's a work or something they're doing, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is going to be something he's still healing with, so let it unfold easily, and just have fun. Live in the moment. Don't get ahead of yourself, Jessica.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for calling, and I look forward to seeing you again. God bless you.
Yes, you too.
Bye.
Bye.
1-888-565-1470. We are spiritually speaking to all of you, and all of you on Facebook too, but we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then we're going to come right back to your questions. 1-888-565-1470. Stay with us, everyone. Don't go away, because we're going to be right back.
Felt alone, sensing something more is around you, but are unsure how to connect? Do you wonder if your loved ones who are deceased are among you? Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium who can connect you with your loved ones, spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. For Sarah, life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. To contact Sarah for a personal reading, call 561-682-0956 or send an email to sarah@sarahspiritual.com. You can also visit www.sarahspiritual.com for more information. That's 561-682-0956 or sarahspiritual.com. Let Spirit and Sarah raise you up.
Would you like answers to life's questions? Then join me, Sarah Spiritual, every Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. for Spiritually Speaking with Sarah right here on 95.3 The Talk, WNN 1470 AM. See you there.
For the most extensive multicultural array of spiritual products, classes, and healing services in a comfortable and convenient setting, you must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza in West Palm Beach. There you'll find the products, services, and spiritual development classes to help you bridge the gap between you and your spiritual connection. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Habitat Plaza, West Palm Beach. Call them at 561-682-0955 or online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. For yourself or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in the Habitat Plaza, Okeechobee Boulevard, West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit them on the web at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call Sarah Spiritual now, toll-free worldwide. 1-888-565-1470. 1-888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Periscope and Facebook.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your song?
And we are back here live on WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 The Talk. And we're going right back to the phone lines, 1-888-565-1470. And if you're just joining us, we've been here since 5 p.m. Yes, you heard me right. 5 to 8 p.m. of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah every Wednesday night. I get to drive home with you. I sincerely hope you're inviting me to dinner, and we get to have a bite to eat and see what else Spirit has to say. And I do take deliveries here at the radio station if anybody wants to feed me when we're done. So we are here live on WWNN, and 1-888-565 is the number that will get you in. Phone lines are still busy, but we're going to go right back to them and keep this moving. And I'm going to go to West Palm Beach, and I've got Jacqueline on the line. Jacqueline, how are you?
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great, Jacqueline. Good to hear your voice. And how can we assist you tonight?
Just want to see what Spirit has to tell me as far as what I've been trying to be in vibration for, which is usually my finances. See if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Well, you have changed. You have changed your belief in your self-talk. Yes.
Yes.
There is quite a bit of shift, and you have birthday coming up. Yes.
Yes, I do.
Spirit says happy birthday, and the reason why they say happy birthday is because they're talking about the flow of money. I feel like you took a look at how you spend the money that you do have, and you repositioned how you spend the money. You realigned something in your finances, yes?
Okay, yes.
And I'm not going to say we're being frugal, but we're just being aware, because I think you realize that there's some money that's flying out of your hands that maybe you could hold on to a little bit more, so you can build, like, I want to use the word a nest egg, yes? But I know that there's things that you want to accomplish in a very short time that are important. Yes, Spirit goes like this. It's important, Sarah, yes?
Yes.
All right, and I'm also feeling that you can get some assistance to accomplish what you want. Almost like I want to say it's a line of credit or something that's going to assist you in accomplishing what you desire to accomplish, what you need to accomplish. So are you doing things to create that at this moment?
No, I am not. That's why I'm wondering, or that's why I'm calling to find out.
It can be an option if that's what you choose.
Okay.
It's a path that you might want to look into to make it easier. So perhaps we can take part of it, and then part of it we can kind of spread it out a bit. Spirit says that you're looking at it as one big undertaking as opposed to little bits and pieces that you can chip away at.
Yes.
Okay? You are going to find a way. You don't have to make the way. You're going to find the way. We don't have to push hard, but we do need to explore other possibilities. There's possibilities, you know. And when we look, we're going to find it. There will be people who will work with you and put it together for you so that you can accomplish it and take this off your plate so that we come into the end of the year celebrating the holidays worry-free. Yes?
Okay. I hope so.
And is there an idea of working part-time somewhere, some part-time something? Yes?
That comes and goes as a thought.
Okay. It is a possibility, and it's something that you might want to do just for a little bit of time, because overall you have been living on a tight string, and we really want to loosen those strings. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. So work on that. See if you can find something that's conducive to your schedule, not too demanding, and let it work that way. All right?
Okay.
All right, Jacqueline. But you have made quite a headway, and you're going to be able to make the shift soon.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for following the show, and thank you for following me to WWNN. I greatly appreciate it.
Every week, and thank you, Sarah, for what you do and share with us. It's appreciated.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
1-888-565-1470. Do we want to go to Facebook and see what's going on Facebook? I do think we've got some peeps on Facebook. Taylor wants to know, starting an internship, it is a good opportunity. There's a little bit of hesitancy. I feel like there's a bit of a fear, but the internship is going to open up a specialty in the doors of opportunities here. There's some specific work that you're going to learn to do in the internship that's going to pop into you a new opening, a new opportunity for work when you complete the internship. This is a good and important step for you in your career, and is going to set you up nicely for your 2018 time, Taylor. So thank you so much, Taylor McWilliams, for your question. The internship will be of great service to you. Thank you so much. And we are going to go right back to the phone lines, 1-888-565-1470. And I've got to go to Laura. And Laura, she's in Boca. Laura, how are you this evening?
Hi, I'm okay. I'm actually visiting here.
Great. Well, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm visiting, and I wanted to get a reading or a healing while visiting, and then your show popped on the radio on my drive over here to the hotel, so I called you.
Well, wonderful, Laura. Thank you so much for calling. And where are you visiting from? New York, New Jersey?
Well, I was born in New York, but I live in California, and I'm actually right now on a totally spirit-led journey. I had my partner passed very recently, 2 weeks ago. So I'm going through a really intense grieving and healing time. And he was a spiritual teacher. We did a lot of healing work together. And so I'm just calling to just get any guidance or inspiration around this, the journey. And
yes, and it's been a rough time, but we're going to step into this energy, and we're going to step into the circle of light. And Laura, if you just take a breath with me, we're going to call on the angels. I'm going to call on Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, Gabriel, and I'm going to summon for the assistance of Archangel Gabriel and Raphael. And as I step beside you, as I bring in this energy, I'm bringing the divine light of the I am that I am and the mighty divine presence. And I'm going to ask for the presence of Saint Germain, because there is a relationship connection with the partner that passed that is one that is filled with a karmic relationship, one that is of the soul journey, one that is of the journey of two in one. It was as if this was a twin flame experience for you, yes?
I think it was actually what they're calling twin ray.
Okay, and it is and I host the Violet Ray of Saint Germain. That is the energy of transformation that I host at my center, the Enlightenment Center, the Expedite Enlightenment Center. And I'm seeing Lady Portia and Saint Germain. This is why I bring this up. It is as if the souls will remain connected between the two of you no matter where he is. And although we are losing the physical connection, and I cannot make the connection with him, I'm not accessing him at this minute. I did check back up to see, but the energy is not strong enough for me to bridge that at this moment. But I do see the ray of love. I see the pink ray. I see golden rays. I see violet ray. And it is all twin flamed around all of you and the energy that's there. And it is the triple flame of the violet rays, and all this energy is there for you. So I see this heart beating with you, and the two of you are one. You are one love. The love of two is moved to one, and this energy will stay and sustain with you. There is a healing process, and you are a teacher, yes? You do teach others as well, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm seeing this energy of teaching around you, and I'm also seeing this energy of speaking for you, and I'm also seeing this movement and dance. Do you dance, or did you use movement and dance for healing?
Yeah.
Okay.
He danced too.
Okay, so there's a lot of dance energy around you. And the minute I heard your voice, I have to say, I have the fairies all around you, and these fairies are with you, guiding you and bringing you their essence into everything that you do. So in this healing process, I do see you traveling some more, and then I see you returning to your residence for now, but I do feel there's a different residence for you. There will be movement for you. The residence that you call your residence will no longer be the residence. There will be a shift and a change. This spiritual teacher will work with you. He is the mentor. He will guide you, and you are here on this earth to continue the work, and there will be healing that will happen for you. And I'm so glad we were able to connect. And I hope that you shoot me a note and look me up on sarahspiritual.com, and perhaps we can stay connected. I do have some dear friends in California. Theo, the 12 Archangels, my friend Sheila and Marcus Gillette. So I do get to go to California. So, and I have many clients there.
Yes. Yeah, I'll stay in touch with you. I'll probably get a session at some point, a full session. Thank you for your blessing.
You're welcome. God bless you. Thank you, Laura.
Okay. You too. Bye.
1-888-565-1470, and we are going right back to the phone lines, and we've got Dawn on the line. Dawn, how are you this evening?
I'm great, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great, Dawn, and how can Spirit and I assist you?
Well, I have the typical questions, love and money. Can you see anything for me with those?
Oh, God. You know, I was hearing the theme of a song from a show, Love and Marriage, Love and Marriage. Well, let's talk about the finances for a minute here. There seems to be abundance. It seems to be a flow of money for you. I'm not sensing a sense of lack. You seem to manage when you go through your experiences. You're able to pull in the money you need when you need it. But Spirit is saying that in these latter years, these later years, you're starting to, count the nuts that you have as a squirrel that you're saving, yes? And you want to grow the increase of the abundance that you have so that you have more for the future. This is true, yes?
Yeah, well, I'm starting a business, and I've actually started a business, and I have I'm going to out of town for it in the next 2 days or tomorrow.
Okay. So were you counting all your nuts and gathering all that together to start this business or this undertaking, this entrepreneurial undertaking, yes?
Correct.
Yes. And does it have an aspect of marketing or sales to it, please?
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay, because I'm seeing you moving out and talking to people, networking. My mentor, Mary Kay Ash, used to call it warm chattering. I see you talking to people. I see you meeting people, yes? This is important to the business, yes? Okay.
Yes.
And you are going to do well in this business. There's quite a bit to learn. There's a lot of moving pieces in this business. But I do feel that this is going to assist you in saving for the future, putting things together for the future. Spirit is also talking about partnership. You don't want a boyfriend. You want a partner. You want a life partner. And you want someone who can toe the line is kind of what they say, right?
Yes.
Yes. There is love coming for you, but I'm not seeing it at this given moment. They seem to want to elongate it. They make me feel as if there's been some resistance to relationship, like almost for a while you were feeling as if I'm done with love. I don't know if I want to go there again. This makes sense to you, yes?
Yeah, Yes. I broke up recently.
Okay, so that cloud is still lifting. That's why they make me feel as if I'm done. I can't. I don't want to do that right now. So there's a healing process that you have to go through. And if I fast forward, I take you to the 2018 year, I take you to the February month, and I feel there's relationship in place at that time. Partnership, relationship, dating, something that has connectivity to it that I feel that is a foundation for the next relationship. You know, they say breaking up is hard to do, right? Yeah. And there's a lot of emotions that are still yet to raise up and connect into you, and you need to allow yourself to grieve in your way, because there's a lot of hurt feelings, misappropriated feelings, some miscommunications that are still staying within self, and I want you to allow that to heal a bit and focus your intention upon your business and building the savings that is important to you for the future of your retirement, as I see. Yes?
Okay, yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much for calling. How did you hear about the show, Dawn?
It was on Facebook.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for connecting with us on Facebook and Sarah Spiritual on Facebook. And I welcome you to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, and thank you so much for taking the time to call.
Thank you.
You're welcome. God bless you. Bye. 1-888-565-1470. You know what the world needs? The world needs a little bit more love. We need to practice a little more love and kindness for everyone. And I'm going to go right back to the phone lines with all the love that I can muster up. And I'm going to go to Deborah. And Deborah, she's in Fort Lauderdale. Deborah, how are you?
I'm fine.
I'm doing great, Deborah. Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Deborah. Are you in the car?
No, I'm in my room.
Okay. Where are your parents? Do they know that you're home?
Yeah.
I'm just teasing you. I'm hiding in my room. My mom and dad don't know I'm on the phone. So, Deborah, how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
Well, Sarah, I had called you early last month, like about a job. And I didn't even have to tell you anything. You had just picked up that I was having a problem with my supervisor. And last week, Tuesday, it just came to an end, and now I'm not working. And I'm like, do you see anything for me?
Yeah, that was a rough end. That was a rough end. That was like an explosion. That was like, write her up, get her out.
Just tonic,
Yes.
bad energy, bad vibe.
It was a bad vibe. And, you know, the way I see the energy is, in all seriousness, it wasn't a good fit for you, but you were sucking it up. You were just sucking it up the best you can so that you could... I was
sucking it up for my son.
Yeah, right.
Lord knows I was.
Yes, but you know what? There is another job coming for you. You know, sometimes people have an idea of someone. And what I see in the energy of the boss, the supervisor, is it's like she had it out for you pretty early on, honey.
Yeah,
she really did.
I know.
You know, so she had a bug up her butt, and she was not giving up until she got you out. So you're out.
Because I wasn't letting her control me, so I already know that. Because when she had asked me to stay, when she asked me, I'm like, no, because I have a son. Ever since then, it's just been nothing but bad vibes.
Right. Well, you know, and she asked you, and, you know, she needed you, but, you know, you also have a family, and you have the responsibility as someone who's responsible for a child. But Deborah, I will take you out. It's going to take about 3 to 6 weeks to have a new job. So we want to go ahead and look quickly. Are you going to go to an agency for placement, please? Because I feel that they will be of assistance to you. If you go down that route, that would be a great idea for you. All right.
Yeah, that's who gave me the job, was an agency. That's what I've been doing, just
all right, agency work. Yep. So go ahead. Yeah. They're going to help you again. And did you do work in a call center?
No, I did before, but I don't feel like that's my fit because I don't like sitting down. I like moving around.
I understand, but you know what? You need a job now, so we may entertain the call center industry for a bit of time. You know, and you don't like sitting down, but you know what? When I ran a call center, my people got to stand up, so you can stand up.
Okay.
All right. Right now, we need a job. All right. And I do see work coming for you. Okay.
Okay.
All right, my dear. Thank you so much for calling. I really, really appreciate you. And thank you for the feedback. And I regret that it came to an atomic explosion, but something good is going to come out of this. Call the agency right away, and there'll be other work coming for you, my dear. God bless you on the journey. Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye. 1-888-565-1470. And I'm going to go to Geeta. And Geeta, she's in Delray Beach. Geeta, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing good.
Good, Geeta. And how can Spirit and I assist you tonight?
Actually, I'm just worried about my husband. He had two back surgeries.
His health,
and,
yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's not healing properly, yes? There's a lot of, it's very...
There's a lot of pain
yeah.
still.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of pain. And was there an infection after the surgery, please?
No.
Okay.
It healed, but
slowly.
he still have a lot.
Yeah, slowly. That's a very slow healing here. And if I go to the back and I go to the left side of the towards the lower back, there was a problem there, yes?
Yeah, that's where he had the surgery.
Yes, this is where they show me. This is where they show me is still healing. You see, I scan the energy, and this is where they take me, my dear. They take me to this energy and say it's still healing. And is there some rehabilitation that he's taking? Yes?
Well, he's not doing anything. He just walks in the pool. He does his own exercise.
Okay. There was no follow-up therapy for him after this, please?
Well, he tried, but it's too painful.
Okay.
He couldn't do it.
All right. Then perhaps he needs to go to a different physical therapist, somebody else who can be of assistance to him. There's a different way of looking at it. There's actually someone that I know who might be able to help him. He works with a hyperbaric chamber, so it's very, very powerful. So if you can call my center, Geeta, the Expedito Enlightenment Center, if you can write down the number, it's...
yes, I would like to write down the number.
Because we can give you the name of the individual who can work with your husband. Perhaps this will bring some relief for him. And we also have some, it's a 561 682-0955. That's for my center, my Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. And you just say that you talk to me on air and you speak with my assistant and then ask her to call you back with the name of a referral to help your husband's back. And she'll get that information from me.
Yeah, and then at the same time, he is very antsy. He doesn't know what he wants to do with himself.
Well, you have to understand this, Geeta. Life as he knew it has changed. And it's very frustrating to him because he wanted his life to be different. At this juncture, he wanted to be enjoying life, not be weighed down by a physical ailment or complication, my dear. So he's feeling not quite the man he used to be.
Yeah, but he wants to, we moved here to Florida from New York, and he doesn't want to stay here. He wants to move again, and I'm not up to that.
Well, let's let him heal, and then we'll see what comes to pass, all right? Tell him we can eat an elephant a bite at the time, honey, but for right now, let's take one bite and focus on healing, because you can't pack up anything, so tell him to keep walking in the pool until he gets some additional assistance in the healing and rejuvenation of the back, and then he can move forward from there. Your husband's a little crotchety. He's always been that way. So you know him. You've lived with him. He's still breathing, so it's okay. Yeah. So just trust the experience. And I'm being silly. I'm being funny. But, the two of you are both kind of stubborn, actually. So it must be interesting in your household. But I understand that he's feeling very emotionally depressed and down because of the experience, all right?
Yeah, well, I try my best with him.
Yes.
And then I have my sister who is not well, too. Maybe Spirit could look into that.
But your sister's been ill off and on her entire life, yes?
No, not really. This is a sister that is in New York.
Okay. Well, perhaps we can talk about that at another time, because I do see someone in the family who's female, who's sick through most of her life. Don't know who that person is, but that is the energy that Spirit's giving me, my dear. But we're going to get ready to go take another call before we're almost done with our show this evening. But I thank you so much, Geeta, for being a part of this experience. I'm going to send some healing to your husband and call the center tomorrow so that we can have the opportunity to make a connection, all right?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you.
God bless you too. Bye.
Bye. What an exciting night. We've had an opportunity to be with you for not one, not 2, but 3 hours, all of us together here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And if you didn't get a chance to talk to me tonight, Sarah Spiritual, then please call in early next week at 1-888-565-1470. I am a spiritual advisor, a transformational coach, and I would love the opportunity to work with you directly, one-on-one. Have an opportunity to have a session with me, Sarah Spiritual. You can visit me at sarahspiritual.com and book a personal session. If you're local here in South Florida, I would love the opportunity to have you come visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center. At the center, we have spectacular products. I have spiritual books. I have incense. I have singing bowls. I have wonderful collections of products that I have made. I have a fabulous collection of baths, mists, and oils that are all hand blended. And I must say I have a magnificent staff that can assist you in anything that you need. We have pendulums, we have crystals, a wide array of crystals, and we do have wonderful healing events that take place there. And tomorrow night, I am launching my mediumship program. There is just a little more time to register by midnight tonight. So if you could go to sarahspiritual.com, go to classes and events, you can learn more about the mediumship program. Sign up for my newsletter. Be sure to be a part of all the exciting action. We're going to have a lot of outside events. We're going to have a lot of celebrations and parties at the wonderful center. And we are going to be connecting more with all of you. If you want to ask me a question on Facebook, join the Facebook feed of this live show on Sarah Spiritual Facebook page, the fan page, and be sure to continue to ask your questions and share with me time and space, because we are all connected. Whether we're in the same state, in the same room, whether in the same country, it makes no difference. Our hearts, our souls are always connected. The two of us, all of us, we are all one. And I thank you. I thank everyone who's followed the show. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on this wonderful move here to WWNN 1470 AM 95.3 The Talk. And I want to thank everyone in Atlanta for following us on 1100 AM WWWE. So grateful for this opportunity. I want to thank everyone here, the Beasley family, for being a part of this experience. And I want to thank the train for passing by, and clang, clang, clang went the trolley, ding, ding, ding went the bell, thump, thump, thump went my heartbeat, because I fell in love with being here with all of you on WWNN and all of your phone calls. I'm with you in spirit. God bless you. Thank you. And I am Sarah Spiritual.
This has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with Sarah Spiritual every Wednesday from 5 until 8 p.m. Each week, Sarah Spiritual and Spirit answer your most important questions as you navigate life. Listen and call in next week and let Spirit guide you. If you didn't have a chance to speak with Sarah Spiritual tonight, visit Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can message Sarah Spiritual at Facebook and follow her on Instagram and Twitter. Tune in next week for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Now you can get Talk 1470 WNN on 95.3